here at Isla Martin Stadium, and here come the ESU Warriors. By Denny Dowds, who's in his 18th season as the head man here at East Stroudsburg University. Denny Dowds has won 109 games, lost 72, and tied 2. He's 1-1-1 against Shippensburg.
Last year, again, the Shippensburg game was Denny Dowds' day. He had his 100th win, and now he's 109, so he's picked up a few since these two squads squared off here at Isla Martin Stadium at the end of the 1990 season.
Denny Dowds certainly has his game face on today, as you see him pacing the ESU sideline already. Of course, Rocky Reese is no slouch either. Quentin Curry, his 7th year, 50 wins, 23 losses, and a tie. He is 14-8 at Shippensburg. It's his 2nd year as a head coach there, 1-1 against ESU.
Well, Susquehanna now down there at Shippensburg, and that offense he brings into this game has certainly been something that's been a real big factor for the Red Raiders, and they're looking forward to maybe going on, and at the same time Denny Dowds wants to send these guys back home for their Thanksgiving dinner. That's exactly right.
Talk about college football in Pennsylvania this year, Quentin Curry. We're not the Division II, of course. You've got IUP, you've got Shippensburg and East Stroudsburg. Division III, you've got Susquehanna, Lycoming, Dickinson. It's been a banner year for Pennsylvania college football.
And don't forget Allegheny
College,
the defending Division III champions, and this is Pennsylvania football at its best. And when you see Division II teams like Shippensburg and East Stroudsburg and IUP in the Nationals and all these Division III schools, and plus the Penn State and Pitt's no slouch, this Pennsylvania football had a great year this year on the college level.
It sure did. We're getting ready for the toss of the coin as we'll go down to referee Charles Bartlett and have the toss of the coin for you as soon as we get that available for you. Of course, East Stroudsburg is in the home red. Shippensburg is in the visiting white. And here we are. Here is referee Charles Bartlett.
Here, Captain Morley, Captain Butts, and Bunch, and Captain Hussey. Go ahead and shake hands, man. Today, home team is red, visitors is white. Got a coin, I'm going to flip it, hold it in the air, so then drop it. We'll do it again. Hold it in the air, please. Heads. Heads is the call. The foul is heads. You win the toss. You want the ball. Alrighty, we win the toss over here. We'll defend this goal. Alrighty, you over here to face me. You over here to face me.
So there you have the toss of the coin. Shippensburg won the toss and says, hey, we want the football. We want to have our offense on the field first here at Isla Martin Stadium. ESU will be defending the goal to our right. Now, a new addition this week to East Isla Martin Stadium. We have 25-second clocks that needed to be installed. It'll be very interesting to see how those come into play this afternoon.
In the rule book, the Division II schools use that. It's not mandatory. There aren't too many schools in the conference that have it. We don't have it here, or ESU does not have it here at Isla Martin Stadium. It's going to be interesting to see how these quarterbacks can adjust by looking down opposite ends of the field and seeing that time tick off on the 25-second clock.
So once again, just to recap what has happened already, Shippensburg has won the toss and said, we want the football. East Stroudsburg will kick off from our right to left. Shippensburg will try to move it, as you see it, from left to right across your television screen. Ed Detweiler, who handles both punting and kicking for East Stroudsburg, wears number 7, 6'4", from Palmyra, Pennsylvania. Led the Pennsylvania Conference in punting this year.
A great battle between 2 or 3 different punters. It just so happened that Ed Detweiler in November gets hotter where some kickers' legs get tired, and he kind of took a commanding lead with around almost 40-yard punting average, which is the best in the whole Pennsylvania Conference.
Back deep, Sean Brown, number 23, and also it looks like number 19, Winston Horshaw, who is an outstanding kick returner for the Shippensburg Red Raiders.
The Warriors will not kick off to Horshaw if they can help it. They did this down at Shippensburg 2 weeks ago, and that put a Shippensburg opportunistic offense going from just an average offense to a great drive just by having a 52-yard kickoff return.
Horshaw averages 35.7 yards per kick return, and Ed Detweiler, as you said, would do well not to kick it to number 19. Getting set at Eiler Martin Stadium in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. First round, the final 16 teams in Division II. Detweiler with a three-step kick and is going to squib it. It's going to be short, taken by number 45, Rick Frick, who's across the 40 and down at the 45-yard line. Making the play for the Warriors, Roger Straub and number 4, Shelton Jeffries. So Shippensburg will start pretty good field position, 1st and 10 at its own 45. Let's go to the starting offensive lineups for Shippensburg.
At split end, Tad Prabula at left tackle, Joe Pachak. Left guard, Mike Lazuski. Corey Borman's at center, Terry Meehan at right guard, Brian Hyatt at right tackle, and Matt Olson at tight end.
1st and 10 for the Red Raiders, coming in the Delaware wing tee. It's a broken wing this time. The back split in the backfield on 1st and 10. Carrying the ball is number 3, and that's Jerome Presley. And he gets about 2 to the 47. Joe Root knocked him down for a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Just underway at 14:40 first quarter.
The backfield action. Brian Gilbert, the quarterback. Winston Horshaw, the left halfback. Marcus Moffett, right halfback. Of course, Bill Pettijohn is a fullback. And their kicker, of course, has been consistent all year. Will maintain those duties.
Marcus Moffett is wing right. Back split in the backfield. Pettijohn is number 7. Keep your eye on him. He has the football. And he gets to about the 48-yard line before he's snowed under, led by number 28, Mark Scotty, and number 40, and that is Mark Jackson. Here's the Warrior defense.
Johnny Lee Davis at left end, Kevin Price at left tackle, Des Hussey at the right tackle, and Joe Root at right end, of course, to Ed Detweiler at punter. Jay Callahan to the outside linebacker. Inside, Bobby Swift and Mark Scotty. Mark Jackson, the other position. Outside, Derek DeBarro at left halfback. Melvin Woodson at right halfback. And, of course, senior Curtis Bunch, the all-conference safety, rounds out the 11 defenders.
Double wing formation. The lone setback is Pettijohn. Here goes Gilbert on a roll to his right. Looking deep, throwing. It's intercepted by ESU. We're going to have a penalty on the play. Intercepted by number 21, Curtis Bunch, who brings it back to the 47-yard line, but we may have illegal contact in the secondary.
That's a very close call. It looked like Curtis Bunch came across the ball, whether he had his right hand out on the receiver. It's hard to say. We may see this here on the playback, so it will be a pass interference against Curtis Bunch. Here as Gilbert throws the ball downfield, Curtis steps in and put his left hand on the shoulder of the receiver. And that was Ed Megano, who was the intended receiver down there.
The wide receiver is Ed Minogue, number 81, but regardless, it'll be a 15-yard penalty, and it will give Shippensburg a first down at the ESU 37-yard line. Close call right away. Close call, but you cannot touch the receiver. You cannot have a hand on him. That's probably what the call was. Leon Davis now in at running back. There he goes in motion on 1st and 10. This is Pettijohn with a football. Pettijohn back to the line of scrimmage. Des Hussey knocked him down right away. No gain, 2nd and 10.
That play was so successful 2 weeks ago down at Shippensburg with Pettijohn running that trap play, but Des Hussey just took the guard to the outside, fell back inside, made the tackle, and it's 2nd and 10.
Remember, Des Hussey needs one more sack to have the ESU record for sacks.
And didn't get it last week against Buffalo, which surprised everybody, including Des Hussey.
Leon Davis, Bill Pettijohn split in the backfield. Wing left, number 34, Marcus Moffa on 2nd and 10. This is Gilbert to roll. Pump fake, going to be sacked in the backfield. Joe Root back at the 46-yard line. Loss of 9 yards, 3rd down and 9. Joe Root blew in there.
Joe Root has played that position. The Wayne, New Jersey defensive end has certainly been a great stalwart for the Warriors. As a junior, he's starting to look forward to next year, but right now he wants to play another week, and he's playing like he's ready to go today.
It's 3rd down and 19 yards with 12:15 remaining in the first quarter. Pettijohn, the lone setback on 3rd down. Gilbert will roll right. He's in trouble, and he'll be sacked back at the 48-yard line. Johnny Lee Davis, number 32, once again 48. Joe Root knocked him down. It's 4th down.
Johnny Lee Davis coming from the left side. Try to contain Gilbert. He stayed low. He got inside position on Pettyjohn's shoulder. Came through and made the sack, and it's a 4th down and long for the Red Raiders.
Punt formation time. Number 11, Rick Harbaugh, will kick it. He's looking at 3 receivers for ESU. He hits a high, wobbly spiral that Roger Straub will catch at the 5 and break up the sideline and go down at the 10-yard line. So Roger Straub snowed under by good coverage. Harbaugh kicked it well from the 48 to the 5. That's a 43-yard punt, 1st and 10, ESU. So Roger Straub could not, if he was going to catch that, if he wasn't going to catch it, it was going to go out of bounds. Here's the Warrior offense.
Doug Leonzi is split in. John Morley, the senior left tackle. Ed Myers, left guard. David Hahn at the center position. Ron Hannes, the right guard. Greg Garza returns at right tackle. And Paul Benholz at tight end.
1st and 10 for
Brett
the ESU
Comp at
Warriors.
quarterback with Sterner at tailback. Bazina at fullback. Jake Halavic at wide receiver. Of course, Detweiler's a punter.
Ball's on the 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Sterner is the tailback. A wide out each way and a pro set. Comp will throw it and look over the middle. Benholz is open. He's got it at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 32. Jeff Fickus made the tackle.
Okay, Benholz got free. Usually he gets jammed coming off the line of scrimmage on the left side. He's out here free right away. Comp sees him wide open down the center, beats a two deep coverage, splits the seam, and that's a big 1st down for the Warriors.
Play action pass. Worked real well. 1st down. That's a gain of 21 yards and a 1st down for the Warriors. Carmine Duncan is split to the top of your screen. Jake Halavic to the bottom on 1st down. This is Sterner with the football. And he gets up to about the 34-yard line before he's knocked down by number 44, Ken Pickett. And let's go to the Shippensburg defense, Quentin.
Al Cormier at left tackle, Majewski at the Mike guard, right tackle's Big Bob Davis, Mike Stoffel's the outside linebacker, and ever popular Ken Pickett, inside linebacker, and Shane Maines, the other leading tackle, is the other inside linebacker. Gary Dilks at the cornerback, Michael Green at cornerback, Eric Little at strong safety, Jeff Fickus at the free safety, and Harbaugh the punter.
2nd and 8. Comp will look to the sideline, lofts it for Lavick, incomplete. Good bump and run coverage by Michael Green, number 26 on the near sideline. Will be 3rd and 8. Comp is getting time to throw the ball, Quentin.
Yeah, that's something that the Warriors didn't have a chance to do down at Shippensburg. Eric Little was 1-to-1 there with Lavick, kept them against the sideline, didn't give a chance for a good thrown ball there to the midfield stripe.
3rd and 8, ESU at its own 34-yard line with 10:31 remaining. The 1st quarter, we are scoreless at Eiler Martin Stadium in East Stroudsburg. Slot left. It's Duncan and Halavic. Eye in the backfield. Here come the Raiders on a blitz throw. Is to Benholz. He has a lot of room. 40 to the 50 to the Shippensburg 40 to the 32-yard line. A tight end screen, and it's a big gainer. From the 32 to the 32, a 36-yard gain.
The Warriors were concerned about Najajewski, the middle guard, being in Comp's face. Here, the center works him to the outside. The left guard picks him up. They throw the ball over his head. He's not a very tall middle guard, so Benholz has the play. He's down the middle field, almost breaks it all the way, and now the ball is on the 33-yard line of the Red Raiders.
1st and 10, 10:15 remaining in the 1st quarter. Tight splits and a wing to the right. This is a reverse to Halavic. He'll try to get outside and will make it back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. The initial contact made by 44, Ken Pickett, and then the tackle by Jerry Dokes and number 43, Shane Maines. Or a loss, really. Back to the 34-yard line as Halavic got it on the wing back around.
Well, Halavic got hurt. He kind of bumped that leg in the waning moments of the Buffalo game last week. It looks like he got the same shot on that knee this time. Here they fake the counter to Sterner off the left tackle, and here comes Halavic around, but Maines and Little don't let him get there.
He really didn't give him any forward progress. He actually lost 2 yards. Comp, quick look out for Halavic, who's got it at the 30. Makes a move and will be drug out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. gain of about 7 or 8 yards, making the play once again 26 Michael Green. So it'll be third and relatively short, third and about 2.5 or 3.
A great read by Comp. Here there was a safety blitz coming. He felt that right away. Here comes the safety from the outside. He throws the ball to Hlavik. We have 1-on-1. Hlavik makes a great catch. This is what Comp has to do to be successful today.
Third and we'll call it 3 yards from the just outside the 25-yard line. This is Banholtz in motion. Comp will look and pump fake and now roll right and throw for Hlavik. Incomplete. He threw it out of bounds. Good coverage once again. There's that man Michael Green. Incomplete. It's 4th down, and Ed Detweiler will try a field goal for the Warriors.
Halavik's going with Michael Green 101. Green didn't give him much of a cushion to work the out and didn't give him a real tight coverage for Hlavik to go deep. So Comp had a tough time reading that. Probably the best thing Brett could have done was do what he did or turn upfield, but that time he had Fickus right in his face, so there wasn't much opportunity for him to do it.
Ed Detweiler, well, the all-time leading kicker from ESU, was going to try a 42-yard field goal an angle left. He has lots of distance on it, and he missed it. No good. He missed it wide to the left.
Back to Chris and Quinn up in the booth.
Okay, this is a screen pass. It is incomplete. Bill Pettyjohn was the intended receiver. Good pressure put on by defensive tackle Kevin Price, number 76. It's 3rd and 8 now for Shippensburg. It appears early on that the ESU defensive line is controlling the line of scrimmage.
They are getting good penetration. The wing T has to be in sync. You hear that used often offensively, be in sync. If they're not, they can struggle for a while. If the ESU keeps putting pressure, Gilbert may have a tough time getting the offense in sync and get some consistency in what he's trying to do.
Pettyjohn now comes out of the ball game. Here's your classic wing T set with a double wing and 2 wide receivers on 3rd and 8. This is Gilbert with the football. Looks to the sideline, throws to the sideline, incomplete. Good coverage by number 40, Mark Jackson, as the intended receiver was Tad Probula. Incomplete. It's 4th and 8.
Joe Root again in Gilbert's face. Brian Gilbert, every time he goes to the left, he looks up. Who does he see every time? He sees Big Joe Root from Wayne Hills, New Jersey, the junior, right in his face.
Punt formation time. Number 11, Rick Harbaugh, who is a good punter in his own right for the Shippensburg Red Raiders, averages 37 yards per punt. And he kicks a high spiral that Roger Straub will take at his 34, give a little ground, and try to get to the wall, and gets outside. He's at the 40, to the 50, and to the Shippensburg 46-yard line. Roger Straub with a return from the 34 to the 46, a 20-yard return. Rick Harbaugh had to knock him down, but a 20-yard return and a 1st down for the Warriors.
When the punter makes the tackles on the punch, you wonder what about the coverage team. Here it looked like Roger Straub was pinned on the far side of the field. He came to his left, got a real good block by Callahan. Swift made a movement there. Scotty had another block, and Curtis Bunch makes a tackle, and Harbaugh makes a tackle on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the Shippensburg 46-yard line. Sterner is now wing left. Comp looks for Leonzi, who's got it at the Shippensburg 25. He breaks free and goes down to the 17-yard line. Had to be knocked down by number 43, Shane Maines. A 1st down for the Warriors.
Leonzi, the converted quarterback from Parkland, came on a little quick out. He was covered, so he broke deep, got the ball in between the seam. A great pass by Comp, great power in by Leonzi, and the Warriors now have the ball on the 16, 17-yard line of the Red Raiders.
Brett Comp, who has passed for more than 2,000 yards this season. It's close to 200 yards a game. He's had a good ball game already. We're just halfway through the 1st quarter. Pro I, this is Sterner with the football, and Sterner gets to about the 15-yard line before he was knocked down by number 43, Shane Maines, who's very active, also making the tackle, number 86, Robert Davis, a defensive tackle.
Shippensburg, when they have a little pressure in their defense, after a big play, they try to offset it by bringing linebackers. Here comes the safety. Here comes 21. He's a little bit too late, but the linebackers make the tackle. You'll see this time and time again. After a big play, they'll stun a few people.
This is Comp will throw for the end zone, incomplete. Pump fake, look for Leonzi quickly. He was not there. Give credit in the defensive secondary. Good coverage as Shane Maines dropped back that time. Also on the play, Number 14, Jerry Dokes. Good coverage in the end zone. 3rd down and 8.
Jerry Dokes had a tough time playing up at New Haven last week. He gave up a couple of big, long bombs. And I think Coach Pry and Coach Terwilliger and Coach Dowds feel that this is something they can work on, especially this part of the field.
Slot to the right. That is the wide side of the field on 3rd and 8. Bozina and Sterner in the backfield. Here comes the Shippensburg blitz. Klump is in trouble and will go down at the 20-yard line. Making the play for the Red Raiders, George Strish, an outside linebacker, number 58, who knocked him down. It'll be 4th down. Strish is 6'2", 210 pounds. He's a senior, and he is from Ashley, Pennsylvania, went to Bishop Holman High School. So Ed Detweiler now will have a chance at his 2nd field goal. This one not quite as far, about a 36-yarder, and he is right in front of the goalpost. We're approaching the 6-minute mark here in the 1st quarter. Detweiler gets a good snap, a good set, and I believe he has missed it again. It is no good, wide left. So Ed Detweiler is 0 for 2, and there is a timeout on the field with 6 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. It's nothing. Ed Detweiler twice has missed wide left. He's got the distance, but he's not between the poles. We'll be back after this. Back at Eiler Martin Stadium now. Shippensburg dodged 2 bullets. This is Gilbert back to pass. He'll try to dump it to Pettyjohn. Incomplete at the 20-yard line. Making the play, number 28, is Mark Scotty. But once again, Des Hussey and Mark Jackson just blitzing Gilbert, and he has no time to throw the ball. When
Gilbert turns and faces to the right, it seems the right end and right linebacker come like it could be a bootleg pass, and it's something. It might be a key off the wing tee. If you see the quarterback's face coming off the ball, rush 1 or 2 people from the outside, and this could contain that bootleg counter offense, providing they don't run the counter inside all that.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Backs in the backfield, Marcus Maffa and Bill Pettyjohn. This is Maffa with the football. He's going to try to get the corner, and he gets to about the 25-yard line, and that is a 5-yard gain before Melvin Woodson, number 2, knocked him down. 3rd down and 5. Woodson, of course, is a sophomore from Irvington, New Jersey.
This was a sweep, the wing tee sweep to the left. Moffitt does not have the speed that Horshaw has or Pettyjohn, and what that type of play would do is take away the keys of always keying on Pettyjohn or Horshaw.
Coming to the bottom of your screen is number 81, Ed Minungi. To the top of your screen, Tad Prabula. 3rd down and 5 for the Red Raiders. Here's Gilbert on the straight drop back. Looking, complete 1st down. Mike Pyers, it looks like, has the football. Check that. It's 19, Winston Horshaw. 1st down to the 31-yard line.
See them out there doing this in this NCAA playoff game.
It's very exciting, Ellen. I look at these young guys when they came in here 4 years ago especially, and now have the opportunity to play in a divisional playoff. It's really exciting. They've grown.
Well, Bill Pettyjohn just had a carry of 6 yards. This is a pass to Prabula, who got it up to about the 41-yard line before he was taken down right away by Melvin Woodson. Also in on the play was Curtis Bunch. 3rd and about a half a yard now for the Shippensburg Red Raiders.
The Red Raiders need a 1st down right now. They have not been converting any 2nd or 3rd down plays. This is a big key play for them. 3rd and short, the line, and everybody's up tight on the line of scrimmage.
Well, 2 tight ends, backs split in the backfield. This is Horshaw or Pettyjohn with the ball, and he didn't make it, Quentin. He lost a yard back to the 40-yard line. They'll bring up the 4th down. Good play on the interior by Joe Root, who knocked him back, and it's 4th down.
Here's a 175-pound fullback trying to get up inside of a couple of big tackles. There was no room to run and no power to give him that extra surge for the 1st down. Big play, it's a loss of yardage. It's a 4th down play. I'm sure that Coach Rocky Reese has to decide on what he wants to do, punt the ball, or maybe fake the punt. This might be something we may see here. The ball so close to midfield.
Well, the ball actually is about the just or outside of the 40-yard line, about the 40 and a half. So Rick Harbaugh is in to punt it away. He's looking at Roger Straub once again. High snap. And it's a wobbly kick that Straub will take on the run at the 30 and give ground and go back down at the 25-yard line. That time Roger Straub could not get outside. Good play by number 86, Robert Davis, who came down He is a defensive tackle, and he's got a lot of speed and knocked Roger down at the 24-yard line. So the punt with a loss of 5 yards on the return. First down for the Warriors at their own 24-yard line. 2:46 remain first quarter. We are scoreless.
Chris Davis is 6'4", 270 from Landover, Maryland. He's a big guy to cover punts.
He get down there very quickly. Sterner is the tailback. John Mosina is the fullback on 1st and 10. Pomp will throw it. Look for Banholtz. Intercepted at the 36-yard line. It looked like Eric Little, number 31, stepped right in front of Paul Banholtz, and it's 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders at the 37.
The strong safety from Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, Eric Little, just waited and read the eyes of Comp and stepped right in front of the play here. Here he was waiting for the ball and got a little higher in Banholtz because he had better position, came down with the interception.
We threw right into zone coverage that time, Quentin. That's a dangerous pass.
And the linebackers dropped well. There wasn't a real good seam to throw in there.
1st and 10 now for the Red Raiders at the ESU 37-yard line. Backs split in the backfield and a wing to the right. Here goes Gilbert rolling right. Looking. He is going to be hit. Nope. He gets it to Pettyjohn, who has some running room on the sideline. He'll be taken down at the 32-yard line by number 40, Mark Jackson, and number 44, Bobby Swift. But good pressure once again from the Warriors.
Johnny Lee Davis jumped over the back trying to block him, and except he tackled the quarterback too low. And the quarterback will drop the ball off. He tackles a little bit higher, wraps his arms up. That ball wouldn't have been thrown.
So the gain is 6 yards to the ESU 31. 2:05 remaining, first quarter, still scoreless. This is the deepest penetration so far by the Red Raiders. There's Leon Davis in motion. This is a draw play to number 19, Winston Horshaw, who gets inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. First down for the Red Raiders, a gain of 15 yards.
Horshaw is 5'9", 185, but he gives the Red Raiders a real quickness down the middle and great speed to the outside. He has a threat that coaches love to have running a wing T type offense.
1st and 10 for the Shippensburg Red Raiders at about the 17-yard line. 1:40 remain, first quarter. We are scoreless. Pettyjohn now the lone running back in the backfield. Marcus Moffa is offset to the left. This is Pettyjohn with the football, and he gets to the 10-yard line.
Well, what quickness there, Chris. That's a trap play. The right guard pulling the left makes a trap block. He finds a seam, and this is what he did so well against the Warriors a couple weeks ago when he had big yardage. You see the 74 trapping outside, and Pettyjohn just find that little space, get up inside. You see that on the replay.
Ball just about inside of the 10-yard line. 2nd and 3 with 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. This is, once again, that wing T formation on 2nd and 3. This is Moffa, or check that. This is not Moffa. This is number 19, Winston Horshaw with the football, who it looks like will have a first down at the ESU 7-yard line.
Another trap play. This time the left tackle trap from left to right. The fullback went off the left side. Here comes Horshaw off the right side. And, of course, Callahan makes the tackle. That could have been maybe 5 extra more yards.
It's a first down for the Shippensburg Red Raiders. 1st and goal at the ESU 6-yard line with 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So Winston Horshaw and Bill Pettyjohn have been running the ball quite well on this drive following the interception at the ESU 37-yard line. They've advanced the ball 30 yards to the 7. 1st and goal. Marcus Moffa is offset to the left. Pettyjohn is the running back in the backfield, and offset right is Leon Davis. This is Pettyjohn with a football to about the 5-yard line before he is hit by number 76, Kevin Price, and also Johnny Lee Davis in on the tackle, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. 15 minutes are in the books at Eiler Martin Stadium. It's been quite even. ESU, 2 scoring opportunities. Shippensburg 1. We don't know if Shippensburg will cash in. We'll be back right after this to find out. Going to look at the ESU faithful here this afternoon. 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. Gilbert will throw it. Look into the end zone. Lofset, touchdown. Winston Horshaw caught it. And Shippensburg is on the board first in the first play of the 2nd quarter.
There's a belly pass to left where Gilbert rolls out to left, fakes the Pettijohn, comes out deep. One of the inside receivers looks at the linebacker, picks up the linebacker so he can't get to the flat. And now Curtis Bunch is going one-on-one with Horshaw. 6 points for the Raiders.
Well, that's a great pass. He had to loft it over 3 ESU defenders. Into the ball game now, number 5, Howie Guarini. We'll try to put point number 7 on the board. And it looks like he's got it. 14:54 remaining in the first half. It's Shippensburg 7, East Stroudsburg nothing. We're back right after this. It's taken 15 minutes and 6 seconds, but Shippensburg is on the board. Following an interception, a 37-yard drive. Quentin?
That's an 18th time that the Raiders have scored on a turnover this year. They've taken the ball down the field and scored after their team gave them the football. Again, opportunistic. That's been their trademark all year long.
Jan Johannan will kick it. And left-footed soccer style kicks it to Roger Straub at the 10. Who reverses it to Ramon Lake, who gets back to the 19-yard line. Making the play, Mark Bender, a reserve linebacker. So ESU will put it in play 1st and 10 at its own 18-yard line.
Coach Dowd is covering some defensive coverages there in the end zone because they're starting to cross against the man coverage, which can be very tough when you're playing man, have the wide side of the field to defend.
Well, let's see if the Warriors now will be able to sustain a drive, taking over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. Eye in the backfield once again. This is Sterner with the football. He crosses the 20, gets to about the 21-yard line for a 3-yard gain. Making the play for the Red Raiders, number 86, Robert Davis. He's 6'4", 270 pounds from Landover, Maryland. 2nd and 7 yards for the Warriors. Going pretty much exclusively out of that pro eye. This time it's a pro eye to the right. That's Carmine Duncan to the top of your screen. This is the option play. Sterner with the football to the outside. And we're going to have a penalty flag on the play. And it looks like they're going to get Jake Lavick for holding as making the play, number 26, Michael Green. Penalty flag is back at the 17-yard line.
Compound a lot of success run that option play up against Buffalo here last week. Here he does a good job getting the option off, but the safety's so quick getting there, and Lavick actually grabbed onto the jersey with his hand, and that brought that small gain back. So it'll be a 2nd and long for the Warriors, unless they decide to refuse it.
I think that the Red Raiders probably are going to take this penalty. It's holding against the Warriors, and the Red Raiders will, in fact, take that penalty because it's from the spot of the foul. And the spot.
They got lucky on that, guys. They only had to go a few yards on that.
The spot was about the 18-yard line, so the penalty takes it back to about 12, the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 17. Pro eye or 3 wide receivers. That's Banholtz, who splits wide to the left. Along with Jake Lavick, Comp will throw it quickly to Leonzi, who gets it up to the 24-yard line. So a nice gain of about 13 yards from the 11 to the 24. Make it the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and medium range, about 5 yards for the Warriors.
The Warriors seem to be working a lot of pass patterns one-on-one into the short side of the field. First quarter they did it, now they seem to be doing the same thing to start here in the 2nd quarter.
Now the backs shift to the eye. There goes Banholtz in motion. He ends up slot to the left. Comp on a draw play. This is Sterner with some room to run, who slips at the 25. And Rick Sterner probably would have made a 1st down, but he slipped and fell and went down to the 26-yard line. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 2, and ESU will punt it.
Sterner's known to run well in a soft field. Here he had a good running room. He just lost his footing. But they went to an unbalanced line. The Warriors shifted an unbalanced line, and that gave the overshift gave them a nice draw hole to run that draw play.
Ed Detweiler is in to kick it. And he hits a low spot roll that Winston Horshaw will take it at the 34 and go down at the 33. So Detweiler kicks it from the 28 to the 33-yard line. That's about a 37-yard punt for the Warrior punter. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Good coverage. ESU has covered punts and kicks well this afternoon, Quentin. And if you're going to kick it to a guy that averaged 35 yards return, you better darn well cover them.
You better be good. You're right, Chris.
32-yard line, first and 10. Horshaw is in the backfield again with Pettyjohn. This is Horshaw with a football, who is hit in the backfield and does well as he ends up gaining a yard. Johnny Lee Davis hit him in the backfield and had him for a 5-yard loss. But Joe Root and Bobby Swift had to finish him off. He ends up gaining a yard.
Johnny Lee Davis just isn't wrapping up. Here he comes from the left into the inside. He gets a good shot. He's a little bit high. He doesn't wrap his arms, lock his wrists, take him down, and Horshaw breaks the tackle and gets back to line of scrimmage plus 1 or 2 more.
Actually, it's closer to a 2-yard gain. Second and 8. This is Horshaw and Pettyjohn split in the backfield. There's Horshaw in motion. Pettyjohn with a football, a nice hole as he gets to about the 41-yard line, about a yard short of a first down. Johnny Lee Davis making the tackle.
The right tackle, Brian Hyde, blocked down on Bonner, and the right guard stepped around for the line, but a little cross block, a little step around block, and it gave that fullback a nice little hole to break through and get that 6-7 yards.
Third and about a yard for the Red Raiders. This is Pettyjohn, and he looks like he's got it to about the 42-yard line. Pettyjohn was hit by Johnny Lee Davis and Mark Scotty, but it should be a first down for the Red Raiders, and it will have a measurement, but I would guess that he's got it.
It's a first down. I can definitely see from here that the ball is a good half football over the line.
11:15 remaining. First half, it's 7-0 Shippensburg here at Eiler Martin Stadium in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. It is a first down by half a football. Better safe than sorry. So Shippensburg now is kind of like, I don't know if you'd say taking over the football game. It got the momentum on its side now in the second quarter.
They're controlling the football, controlling the kicking game right now.
First and 10 from its own 43-yard line. That's Leon Davis who lines up the wing to the left. With the football is Marcus Moffa, who gets to about the 45-yard line for a gain of 2. 76, Kevin Price on the tackle. 2nd and 7.
Kevin Price is from Middlesex, New Jersey, and he's had a good year after sitting out last year. He and Bonner share that left tackle position. Right now, Shippensburg's trying to trap the tackles for the Warriors and try to run seams with their fullback, tailback combinations.
Backs offset in the backfield. This is Horshaw with a football to the outside, who gets to about the 49-yard line, maybe closer to midfield. No, the 49-yard line. Mark Scotty once again on the tackle. Also Bobby Swift with his nose around the football. Third down and about 5 for the Shippensburg Red Raiders, who come into today's football game with a 9-win and 2-loss record.
To IUP and to Clarion. That's the only 2 losses that they've had all in the 91 season.
This is a big third down play for the East Stroudsburg defense. Everyone in tight. This is Pettyjohn with a football. First down to the ESU 42-yard line. And Bill Pettyjohn just gets a little crack and makes 10 yards and a first down to the ESU 42.
You get 3rd and 4 and 5, and the Warrior tackles are starting to think pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. They come a little high. Here's that down block of the tackle, stepped around by the guard for the inside linebacker, and another running seam for Pettyjohn to get the first down.
First and 10 at the East Stroudsburg 42. Horshaw and Pettyjohn are split in the backfield with a wing to the left. This is Horshaw with the football to about the 40 before Johnny Lee Davis grabs him and throws him backwards after a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
Mark Scotty took a shot on his right shoulder there. He comes out of the game, and he'll be replaced by number 61, who's Mike Gioretta, who's played from time to time this year and a great special teams player.
Second down and about 8 from the 40-yard line. 9 minutes remaining, first half. It's Shippensburg 7, East Stroudsburg nothing. I'm Chris Doty along with Quentin Curry at Isla Martin Stadium, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. NCAA Division II National Playoff Football. Next split in the backfield with the football is Sean Brown, who gets the corner and goes down the sideline. He'll have a first down at the East Stroudsburg 23-yard line. And Sean Brown showed good speed as he got the right corner and a first down. A gain of 17 yards.
Sean Brown's an 18-year-old freshman who has just been a big surprise to Coach Reese. Here he runs that wing T sweep. They block back on Johnny Lee Davis. Brown has the speed to get outside, and the young man from over Bishop McDivitt there in the Harrisburg area gets a big gain.
8:30 remaining, first half. Horshaw and Pettyjohn now in the backfield. The wing is Marcus Moffa. That's Horshaw in motion. Pettyjohn with the ball, and Pettyjohn ends up. He doesn't look like he goes very far, but by the time he gets up, he has 4 or 5 yards. And he is to the East Stroudsburg 18-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Second down and 5. Mark Jackson once again on the tackle for the Warriors.
Pettyjohn picks his hole somewhat like Sterner does, except he's a lot smaller back and quick. He's a good blocker, so he gives them that fullback advantage of having somebody who can block and also run the inside game well.
Second down and 5 for the Warriors. Or check that, for the Red Raiders. Where the football is Brown once again, who'll try to get outside, and he gets the corner and gets to the 16-yard line. But there is a penalty on the play, a flag at the 17-yard line, and that's in the holding vicinity.
That could be a holding, or could be also have somebody making an illegal block by coming in and blocking below the waist from outside in. But the way it happened on the flank, it looked like it was a holding play. It was just a power sweep. The backside guard pulls number 13. Looks like he comes back in and gets a hold.
That's a reserve quarterback, Paul Dormer, who was in that time at a wing back.
He might be playing quarterback next year if he starts holding on there on the
he might be.
Offense.
So it'll be a second down from the spot of the foul, which was the 18. The mark-off comes back to the 28-yard line. And it's a second down and 15 or 16 yards for the Shippensburg Red Raiders. Red Raiders need to get to about the 13-yard line for a first down. This is Pettyjohn with the football into the secondary, and he gets to the 16-yard line before Melvin Woodson knocked him down. So Bill Pettyjohn quickly picks up 12 yards to the 15-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd and short.
They seem to be a lot of down blocking here, blocking down on Hussey, they're blocking down on Bonner. Here the tackle and tight end just came out and blasted Hussey, who had overshifted one position. Actually the tight end, the tackle, and the guard just kind of wedged on him, and the fullback found an open lane. They're actually running wedge type blocking at the point of attack.
It's 3rd and 2 for the Red Raiders. It's Horshaw in motion. Gilbert will roll to his right. Throw complete. First down to the ESU 5-yard line. That is Marcus Moffa with the football. Knocked out of bounds by number 21, Curtis Bunch. But it's a 1st and goal at the ESU 4.
That might put Gilbert over the 2,000 mark passing mark here. A great pass thrown to the wing back there in the flat, and a little bit of running after he gets the ball. So the Warriors find themselves up against the wall here inside the 5-yard line with 6:38 left to go in the second quarter.
Well, Gilbert had 1,982 yards coming into the ball game. That pass there was good for 11, so he may be close to it. This is Moffa with a football, who slips down back at the 7-yard line. Making the play, Joe Root and Jake Callahan. And we have an injured Red Raider. Well, Brian High is okay. Clock moving now, 6:20 remaining, first half, 7-0. Shippensburg, but the Red Raiders are knocking at the door again. This is Horshaw in motion. Gilbert will roll right and throw incomplete at the 5-yard line. He was looking for Marcus Moffa. Had he caught the ball, would have been down right away. It's 3rd and goal from the 7. This would be a big stop if the Warriors could keep the Red Raiders out of the end zone here.
A critical stop. Don't let Gilbert get the hot hand is what Coach Dowd is telling his defense. In the first quarter, he was so sporadic in his throwing and his execution. Now he's really honed in on what he's trying to do, and that's run the ball off that tackle position and throw the ball to the flats.
3rd down and goal from the 7-yard line. 6 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the first half. It's 7-0 in favor of Shippensburg. Backs shift. That's Leon Davis in the backfield now. Pettyjohn with the football, and Pettyjohn will go down at the 5. And it looks like Sam Bonner knocked him down right in the middle of the field, and ESU did what it had to there, Quentin Curry.
Guarini will come in and attempt a field goal. Good possibility with a 7-point lead. They might go for the fake, but knowing Guarini and knowing his stats where the ball is, they'll go for those 3 points.
And a real accurate kicker has been Howie Guarini. 10 out of 18 on field goals so far this year. This is like an extra point, and he has plenty of distance, and he's got it. 5:28 remaining in the first half. It's now Shippensburg 10, East Stroudsburg nothing. Okay, and Roger Straub returned the football to the 25-yard line, but there's that penalty flag laying on the ground at the 23-yard line, and that's in the illegal blocking vicinity. And we have a holding call against the Warriors, and ESU's putting itself in quite a hole with these penalties, Quentin.
I mentioned the kicking game where Detweiler misses 2 field goals and Guarini kicks 1, and then a penalty like this also adds the kicking game woes. This is something the Warriors did not want to do, is let something that's been strong all year be their, you might say, potential Achilles heel.
Well, you can't also keep putting yourself into the hole. ESU will begin now, field position at the 12-yard line. 5:22 remaining in the first half. And ESU, its last offensive drive, has not done real well. Here goes Comp on a rollout. Looking, he has good time. Now he'll be hit in the backfield, down at the 8-yard line. Number 86, Robert Davis, finally caught up to him. And Brett Comp is slow getting up as he was knocked down at the 8-yard line.
Comp came out to the right in a full sprint. Banholtz is wide open down in the middle of the field, but he can't see because of the outstretched hands of number 58 for the Raiders in his face. And, of course, that's been their George Strish, our outside linebacker. But basically, Comp has to see wide receivers open who are open that big.
George Strish, of course, from Bishop Hopen High School. He lives in Ashley, Pennsylvania. Here comes Shippensburg on a corner blitz, and ESU will screen to Sterner. Sterner will get out across the 10 to about the 13-yard line, a gain of about 3. They'll bring up about 3rd and 10. He was pushed out of bounds by number 14, Jerry Oakes.
The Warriors again working their offense into the short side of the field, away from the safety blitzes, away from this free safety or strong safety, and they feel they have more chances to work one-on-one on this side. This time, Sterner did not get a chance to break the tackle and get the extra yards.
No huddle offense. 3rd and 10, about 8 for the Warriors. This is Comp to throw it. They'll look for Sterner, who has it. And he'll be close to a first down at about the 23-yard line. And this is going to be close, Quentin. If he got the 24, he's got the first down, but I'm not sure where the ball is. It is close. It is a first down. That was a big 3rd down play.
And well executed and patience. Patience is what Brett Comp does well. Here, after having a couple of bad plays, he finds Sterner across the middle. Sterner puts his head down, gets an extra lunge, extra yardage, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Rick Sterner, tailback, Penargil High School. He lives in Wind Gap, Pennsylvania. This is Sterner with the football. He'll try to go left, and a good defensive play by number 58, George Strish. And making the tackle finally is Ken Pickett, number 44. Sterner loses back to about the 20-yard line for a 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14.
Stan Ellsworth, the defensive coordinator, seems to have his defensive line on running down plays, slanting to the wide side of the field. Here, everybody starts going to the wide side, and of course, Strish is right there along with Pickett.
Ramon Leak now in. It's a double wing. No running backs in the backfield on 2nd and 14. Shippensburg does not blitz. Comp for Bozina, who's got it, and he's out to the 46-yard line.
Johnny Bozina does everything. He can run the ball, he can catch. Here he catches down the middle a pass that could have been picked off, but a well-thrown ball, good concentration. Here the fullback comes down, beats the linebacker one-on-one, gets in that seam, and overruns probably an all-conference safety for a big first down.
At the 46. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. 3:15 remaining in the first half. Pop will throw it again. And look and throw for Leak. Incomplete. Great hit by Jerry Dokes at the ESU 35-yard line. Great hit.
Ramon Leak's playing for Sterner now in a slot position. Goes right down the hash mark, curls to the outside. Dokes just waits on him. A tough catch, a tough pass to throw, but luckily it wasn't intercepted after the ball was tipped.
We have 4 wide receivers to the right. Comp will throw it to the left for Duncan. To the 40. He's free. Carmine Duncan will score.
What the Warriors did, they put the wide receivers, 3 of them to the right side. Take Carmine, 4 receivers to the right side. Carmine Duncan, the senior from Chester, Pennsylvania, winds up, goes out of the left, goes one-on-one on Dokes. Dokes, the hero one play, he's the GOAT the next, and Carmine Duncan has his first pass reception for a touchdown of the season.
And it comes with 3 minutes remaining in the first half. And ESU is on the board. It's now 10-6. I don't think I've ever seen 4 wide receivers split to one side of the field.
Saw it down at Lenore Ryan back in September, but we haven't seen it much since then.
Ed Detweiler will try to put point number 7 onto the board. Leonzi hold it. Detweiler kicks it. And it looks like he's got it. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. It's Shippensburg 10, East Stroudsburg 7. We're coming back right after this. A big play. And actually a big drive for the Warriors, who started at their own 12-yard line, moved the ball 88 yards in 2 minutes and 55 seconds. And now are back into this game. It's 10-7 in favor of Shippensburg. Ed Detweiler will kick it. And he squibs it. And Horshaw will take it at the 12. Horshaw with a good hole and a good run back to the 37-yard line. So Horshaw, there you see a 25-yard return. I guess it's a moral victory not to let him get the 35 yards on the return.
But Horshaw finds that little open seam. He's a leading kickoff returner in the nation in Division II. Had big play 2 weeks ago against the Warriors. Here he cut the ball flat-footed, but did use his blockers well, found little seam. Matt Gioretta slowed him up a little bit, then the rest of them caved in on him.
You can bet that's a play that the Warriors worked on a lot this week, the kick cover team. First down from the 37. That's Horshaw in motion. Gilbert will throw it and look to the sideline. It's caught up to about the 37-yard line on the far sideline. Horshaw with the football, and he's close to a first down. He'll be a little bit short. Clock still moving. 2:35 remaining first half.
Horshaw likes to catch the pass with a lot of space and then shows running ability. He just went in motion, sat out there, waiting for the ball to be thrown to him.
This is Marcus Maffa in motion. Hennejohn with the football, first down to the 49-yard line. Making the play, Des Hussey, number 76, Kevin Price, and number 48, Joe Root. Mark Scotty also there. First and 10 for the Red Raiders. And the Red Raiders are not real concerned about the clock now. The Raiders have the lead 51 yards away. for another score. Broken wing tee. Gilbert will throw once again. It's caught. This is Horshaw, who's got some room on the far sideline. And Horshaw is pushed out of bounds at the ESU 23. Mark Jackson had to knock him out of bounds, but it's a gain from the 49 to the 23. And that is a big, big gainer for the Shippensburg Red Raiders.
Horshaw was at slot left. He came across the middle, as you see right there, caught the ball, and outran two would-be tacklers. He was still running, was knocked out of bounds.
28-yard gain on 1st and 10. It's 1st and 10 again for the Red Raiders at the 23-yard line. Slot left, Gilbert will throw it. Looking, pulls it down. He's being chased in the backfield. Now throws incomplete. Marcus Moffa fell down. Tad Prabula broke to the post, and there was nobody on the far sideline, and the senior quarterback just threw it away.
You wonder how long the Warriors will keep Prabula from catching the ball. One of the leading receivers in the conference, a little short of 50 receptions for the year, like 46 or 48, and can run with the ball once he catches it. Gave Coach Downs and company fits last year, but has not caught the ball yet today. You wonder if Gilbert will go to him with 1:47 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
It's 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. That's Brown in motion. This is Horshaw with a football. A draw play has a nice hole. First down at the ESU 10. And I don't know if Gilbert is checking off at the line of scrimmage or not, but Quentin, he caught ESU in a blitz that time.
They had an all-out rush. Hussey came on a pass rush type move. You can see Hussey come high, work his pass rush move, and goes right by the ball carrier. And again, the safety has to make the tackle along with DeBarrow over there on that far side.
Ball's at the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The nose of the ball right on the 10-yard line. Prabula is to the bottom of your screen. That's Brown in motion, and Gilbert will throw it. Looking into the end zone. Prabula, incomplete. What a great defensive play by Derek DeBarrow, who came across the field. And Prabula was open momentarily, but that's good zone coverage.
DeBarrow saw he had no receivers in his area. He came into the inside with the tight end, saw the ball being thrown, accelerated, and got in the middle and deflected that pass and kept it possibly a reception for a score.
This is another one of those times where it's holding the 3, and it's another type of moral victory.
And it might be that belly off tackle with Pettyjohn or the draw play, because right now the Warriors are bringing everybody they can for a pass rush.
Horshaw is offset to the right. That's Pettyjohn right behind Gilbert. That's Horshaw in motion. Pettyjohn with a football to about the 6-yard line. Curtis Bunch knocked him down. Curtis getting help from number 2, Melvin Woodson, with 1 minute remaining in the first half. 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Well, the belly play went off the left side. I wouldn't be surprised if they now have some misdirection and look for Prabula or a tight end coming across to the middle. Of course, with Pettyjohn averaging 6 yards a carry on this down, that's all they need to score.
35 seconds remaining. Gilbert will roll right and throw it for Pettyjohn. Didn't get in. Good tackle by Derek DeBarrow at about the 2-yard line.
Gilbert throws a real fine pass. He threads the needle right there, right as the receiver catches the ball. The ball's well thrown, and here comes DeBarrow. Great shot, and the junior fullback's out of bounds. It's a 4th down, and what do? You bring Gorina and go for the 3. You have to come out with points here because as a 10-7 game, you don't want to come in. You want to go into your halftime with a little growth and not having you might say a stagnated drive after having such great efforts bringing the ball down this far.
Quentin, it looks like they need about 1.5 yards, closer to 2 yards for the touchdown. 27 seconds remain, so the time is not a factor really. And this is a tough call. And it looks like Coach Rocky Reese and his staff still have not made that call yet.
In a game like this, that ball that close, they may take Guarini out and also go for that 1 yard. What have you got to lose?
Well, I think also what you may see is let's try to run the 25-second clock out, draw them off sides, get a little closer. And if you don't draw them offside, so you take the 5-yard penalty, and Guarini would have a better angle for a field goal.
Well, special teams people aren't on the field now. Guarini seems to be walking back the 79. One of their tackles comes out. So it looks like
the Red Raiders will go for it.
They brought the offensive line back in the ball game. So this is if they want this momentum going into the second half, and this is the score they feel they can get.
And we have another timeout by the Warriors. And I guess this will be a good time as any for us to take a timeout. 27 seconds remaining in the first half. It's Shippensburg 10, ESU 7. We'll be back with a 4th and goal right after this. Back at Eiler Martin Stadium, and Shippensburg had better hurry because the 25 time is up.
25-second clock violation. They had a chance to get the playoff. Timeouts were called, and they had 3 seconds when they started, and Gilbert looks left, looks right, and he also looks at a 5-yard penalty.
That's a delay of game against Shippensburg, and now I would be surprised if we don't see Howard Guarini.
Shippensburg feels they have to come back with points. Now the ball's on the 6.5, and here comes special teams, Guarini and company.
What a break for the Warriors, I'll tell you what, Quentin, because still now, if you hold Shippensburg, if that's possible, scoreless, you just score a touchdown in the second half, you're a winner.
Guarini rushes this and doesn't get it. Almost like a goal line stand for the Warriors.
Put it down at about the 14, 24-yard field goal with a high snap. The ball is down, the kick is up. And the kick is good. 24-yard field goal by Howard Guarini, who today has knocked 2 through the uprights. So he is 12 out of 20 this year. And he has 1 for 1 in extra points, which makes him 39 out of 43. So Howard Guarini has had a good game so far today. I think that may be a lift for the ESU defense.
To come away from there, only giving up 3 points, being down 6, maybe a shot in the arm, because second half has been ESU's trademark all season.
How do you think that affects the Shippensburg offense, though, knowing that you really messed up? You blew an opportunity.
But they moved the ball. They took the ball the distance they did in about 8-9 plays by running and throwing. So right now, they're not stymied. They just have to be consistent.
Those mental errors, though, and those are the types of errors that coaches preach that you should not be making. 23 seconds remaining in the first half. It's 13-7 in favor of the Shippensburg Red Raiders. And you get a look there at Jean Hornan. He's been kicking exclusively to Straub. This will be taken by Randy Bove. And he gets up to about the 34-yard line. So Randy Bove advances at ESU for the first time in a long time, is not starting in a hole. 19 seconds remaining. ESU with 2 timeouts left. So realistically, if you're looking to move the ball for a field goal position, you'd better complete this pass to about the Shippensburg 45 or so and get a timeout. We will see what the Warriors will do on first down from their own 34-yard line. Back split in the backfield, that's Sterner and Buzina. Comp will just snap it and go down. So Denny Dowds and his Warriors will be content to go into the halftime trailing by 6.
With the ESU getting their shot in the arm, it seems every week at halftime, I wonder what the menu will be or what will be the inoculation this time, because right now they're kind of a flat team, both offensively, defensively, and maybe a little bit of the kicking game. But as we've seen before, the Warriors seem to be that last 30-minute whirlwind that they've been all year. And don't forget what may happen with the Red Raiders. They've been opportunistic, and they have again today. So if they keep their game plan going, ESU does their main thing and comes back second half, we're in for a great one.
Well, I think also ESU, looking on the bright side, had ESU done everything right, it would still be 13-13. It would be even. But now you're down by 6. You know you haven't played particularly well. So I think Denny Dowds has got to be pretty happy about what has happened or what has transpired so far. Coach Rocky Reese is not real happy with the refereeing, and he has been talking to Charles Bartlett, and Rocky Reese will not leave the halftime, and I'm not exactly sure what his problem is. But he's got a smile on his face now, and it looks like he's gotten an answer that is to his satisfaction, and Ellen Curry will be speaking to him very, very shortly. And Coach Reese, as he makes his way to the locker room, will stop and speak with Ellen Curry, and let's go down to Ellen right now. Ellen?
Well, Coach Reese, you really moved the ball consistently during that first half, and you're up on top. But you know East Stroudsburg is a second-half team, and you found that out the first time you played him this year.
We know that. We know that for the decision of the year. I mean, they've been doing it all year long, coming back. We've got to get out and play another half of football just like it's the first half. We've got to stop making the mistakes we've made in this first half and put more points on the board. But all in all, I'm pleased with our kids. They're playing hard. The game's a good, tough one like you'd expect from a playoff game. Stroudsburg's coming at us with everything they have. We're so far holding off and repelling it. Miss some tackles, or we have a zero game on their part, and we're just going to make a better job on those tackles and make a little better job putting the points in the end zone, and that's my fault.
What are the words that are going to be spoken at halftime? What's the main emphasis?
As far as I'm concerned, we're going in at 0-0, and we got to win the second half. And we got to score more points this half than they do. We do that, it's our game.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Back to the booth to Chris and Quinn.
Well, that's quite a... I've got to come out and win the second half. I don't think there is a college or high school coach that said we don't need to do that. 30 minutes are in the books. It's 13-7 in favor of Shippensburg. Halftime commentaries coming up next. Stay with us. Well, you wonder if Shippensburg will blitz. We will see. Hump will option. Sterner will lose yardage back to the 21. Good defensive play by number 58, George Strish. It's fourth down, and ESU will try the three-pointer.
Comp was forced to pitch the ball not by the defensive end but by the linebacker, so that means the defensive end, all he had to do was look at Sterner, and there was no great execution of the option play because the wrong man forced Comp to pitch the ball, that being the linebacker and not the defensive end.
Field goal time once again. Ed Detweiler, 38 yards, angled to his right. He's got the distance, and this time it looks like he's got it. 38-yard field goal from Ed Detweiler. So with 12:32 remaining in the third quarter, ESU takes the second half kickoff and gets on the board. We'll be back right after this. 12 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's Shippensburg 13, East Stroudsburg 10. Ed Detweiler is looking at number 23, Sean Brown, and number 19, and that's Winston Horshaw. And if at all possible, it's don't kick it to 19. Detweiler kicks it squib style. That is going to be taken by an up man at the 35-yard line, and making a good return to the 45 is Rick Frick.
This is where the Red Raiders started the game in the 45. Detweiler squibbed the ball down there to the left, and Frick got the ball up to the 45 to start the game, and now he's back in the same place, the same type of kickoff to take the second half opportunity here, which is the first offensive drive started here for the Red Raiders.
First and 10, Tad Brabula will come to the near side. Wing T formation. Now he's more of a slot. This is Pettyjohn with the football. And Pettyjohn gets to the 49-yard line, where he was knocked down by Kevin Price. Gain of 4, second and 6. So Pettyjohn's he's deceptively strong, deceptively quick, and he is shifty.
And he picks his holes. He can great lateral movement and great vision.
Second and 6. This is Moffa in motion. Gilbert will throw it. Look, over the middle. Caught, first down by number 13, Paul Dormer, reserve quarterback. So the ball is advanced 11 yards for a first down to the East Stroudsburg 40-yard line.
Swift just read the belly play, really didn't read the pass action off it, really was caught in a no man's land. The ball was thrown behind him in a real fine curl pattern by Dormer, who was listed as a quarterback going into this season.
First and 10 with the 37-yard line and that forward progress. 11:40 remaining, third quarter. Here come the Red Raiders. This is a quick out. It's caught by number 81, Ed Menogi.
Menogi, they pronounce that. Menogi plays a lot with Probule. They share that back and forth, and Menogi has played all year at that position and has done quite well.
And he's got 7 yards, second down and 3 at the 30-yard line. It's Horshaw and Pettyjohn in the backfield. This is Pettyjohn with a football. Big hole to the East Stroudsburg 17-yard line and a first down.
It appears that there's a cross-blocking scheme going on with a tackle and a guard, and maybe the tight end is getting inside for the inside linebacker. Here, everybody is downs blocking. Sorry, the down block and the guard kicks out. The tackle kicks, the guard blocks. The tackle blocks down, the tight end blocks down, and the guard kicks out, and to find a nice running lane.
First down at the 18-yard line. So Shippensburg in position to score once again. Gilbert to Horshaw to the outside. Good defensive play, but the Warriors are not tackling, and Horshaw finally goes down after gaining a yard. Johnny Lee Davis on the initial hold up. Finally, Bobby Swift knocked him down. He had help from number 21, Curtis Bunch, but a gain of 2.
This is the power sweep that they're trying to that the Red Raiders ran in the second quarter on the drive. They got the field goal. They're getting the corner, and the pursuit is getting there, but there's a few yards with the ball carrier by the time he's being brought down, and this is what Coach Dowd is trying to keep his defense from doing, is giving that short corner.
All in all, Quentin, the East Stroudsburg defensive ends are not tackling well today. They're making the hits, but not tackling. This is Pettyjohn with the football to the 12-yard line. Be closer to the 11-yard line. Mark Scotty knocked him down. That'll bring up a third down and a long 2 yards to go for the Red Raiders.
This angle blocking with tackles and tight ends blocking down inside and the guard kicking out is a real good scheme that Rocky Reese has found at halftime to be something they can work on, and right now the Warriors are concerned about trap inside and a down block on the outside off tackle play.
3rd and 2 for the Shippensburg Red Raiders at the East Stroudsburg 11-yard line. This is Pettyjohn, and he's close to a first down as he kind of tripped over the pile as he trapped inside. Des Hussey was on the ground. I don't know if he'll get credit for the tackle. Mark Scotty also there, but it looks like it's going to be measurement time. Football is at about the 8-yard line, and we're not at the best angle here to see.
It looks like they're a little bit short right now from where I'm standing.
It's a first down.
Oh, wrong again.
Well, here we go with a first down and goal from the 8-yard line for Shippensburg. 9:31 remaining in this third quarter. Give credit to the Red Raiders for coming out after that ESU field goal and doing real well and advancing the football. This is Pettyjohn with a ball, touchdown! It's that inside trap that the Warriors are having trouble stopping.
Well, that more was a belly play. The quarterback reverse pivoted, gave to the fullback. No, that's a trap play. You're right. It's that left guard trap play. Not a great trap block, but a good job by the center. And the center opened that play up by, that's Corey Borman from CB West down in Bucks County. He blocked back on Hussey and gave Pettyjohn that extra seam, and Pettyjohn scored.
Howie Guarini will try to put points number 20 on the board for the Red Raiders. And he has it. 9:16 remaining in the third quarter. It's now Shippensburg 20 East Stroudsburg 10.
Went up in the booth.
Some future Warriors themselves. This is Ramon Leake with the football. And Leake will be tackled at the 25-yard line by number 13, Paul Dormer.
Dormer seems to be catching the ball, making tackles. He might be one of the big surprises for Coach Reese today. He's just been all over the field in both instances, as a receiver and also as a tackler.
ESU moved the football in its initial possession of the second half. Let's see if the Warriors can get it going again. Trailing now by 10. It's 20-10 in favor of Shippensburg. High in the backfield for the Warriors. That's Sterner behind Bozina. Comp will throw it. Look, throw. It's caught by Leonzi at the 42-yard line, and a great catch. 17 yards and a first down. What a great play by Doug Leonzi, the junior from Parkland High School in Allentown.
Leonzi is getting so good running sideline patterns. Kind of reminds me of Bobby Menez back in the early 80s. He used to be able to get those feet in bounds and make all kind of catches, and that's one of Leonzi's catches on the sideline.
16 yards to the 41-yard line. Lavick and Leonzi split each way. Comp will throw it again. He has good time. Throwing, caught again by Leonzi at midfield, and we're going to have a late hit. And I believe the Warrior coaching staff and the Warriors sidelines may have coaxed that flag, Quentin.
You talk about being intimidated. As Leonzi caught the ball, which was really thrown really too low. He had made a great effort to make it complete. The helmet from one of the white-shirted Red Raiders came right in there late, and of course the coaches said, 15 yards, and of course that wasn't even questionable. I think anybody would have called that, but Coach Dow's and his staff certainly helped that along.
Mike Stofflet is the guilty party.
15-yard penalty, first and 10 for the Warriors.
So it's a first down of the Red Raider 35-yard line. There's that wide, that four people to the left this time. No tight end. What a formation. Carmine Duncan is lone on the right. Comp will throw it. Look, batted down, incomplete. There's Stofflet making up for his late hit. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. ESU shuffling people in and out of the ball game, going with no huddle once again.
Stofflet's not that tall, but he looked 6'3" on that play. He's only 6 foot, he's 215. He's from Westchester East High School in Chester County.
High in the backfield. Comp will throw it again. Here's the blitz. He throws for Lavick, who's got it at the 25, and will have a first down at the Shippensburg 23.
Great pass patterns, a great ball thrown by Brett Comp. Run two receivers down, one inside the hash mark, one outside the hash mark, and then bring Jake Lavick back inside. And here he breaks in the middle, comes right behind Van Holtz, gets the ball, works upfield, and 43 brings him down for a nice gain. And of course, that was Shane Maines, the inside linebacker.
Back split in the backfield this time on 1st and 10. Comp will throw it again. Here comes the safety blitz. Comp will loft it for Sterner, who's got it at the 13-yard line. First down ESU, and Brett Comp took a shot after he threw that football.
Sterner says if Leonzi can get his feet in bounds in time, so can I. He didn't look like he was a polished ballet dancer, but he got the job done, and that's what the Warriors are doing right now. They're executing.
And there's a gentleman that's having quite a football game this afternoon, and that's number 11, Brett Comp. First down at the Shippensburg 13-yard line. 8:11 remaining, third quarter. First down and 10. Blitz again. Comp will take the sack. Back at the 22-yard line, snowed under by number 51, Mark Majewski.
Now, Comp knows that they're going to bring the blitz. Stan Ellsworth, the defensive coordinator for Shippensburg, is known in that so-called red area to bring everybody. Stan coached on the ESU staff back here about 8 or 9 years. He played at Brigham Young. He played that type of defense, and he's getting away with it right now in key times for the Red Raiders.
High in the backfield again. No blitz this time. This is Sterner on a draw play. Rick Sterner will get inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. What a great run by Rick Sterner.
If you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. And again, here comes the Shippensburg defense. They're bringing people. Linebackers actually were in position to make the tackle, but credit Big Johnny Bozina for springing Sterner, and a great effort by Sterner. And the ball's on the 5-yard line, and the Warriors right now can smell that end zone.
Well, it's 3rd down and about 2 yards. The Warriors have to make it to about the 3 to make a 1st down. Full house backfield this time. Here goes Sterner in motion. This is the option play. Leak, 1st down, touchdown!
Ramon Leak, the sophomore tailback who last year carried the Warriors in the rushing game and was injured early this year, comes back last week. Now he comes back this week with some power running, some quickness, something that maybe Sterner doesn't show, but he actually had the quickness to get the ball in the end zone. A great effort by Ramon Leak from Sayville, New Jersey.
Now it's 20-16. Ed Detweiler will try to put point number 17 on the board. And he looks like he's got it. 6:41 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 20 for Shippensburg, 17 for East Stroudsburg. What a great football game. We're back right after this. Back at Eiler Martin Stadium, East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Chris Doty along with Quentin Curry, and we're heating up. 20-17. Detweiler is legging the football, and Brown will take it at the 8-yard line. Brown will make it to the 25. Randy Bove knocked him down at the 25-yard line.
Randy Bove, that senior from Fredericksburg, Virginia, who just comes on play after play in special teams. An offensive center in high school, a defensive safety in college, and a special team specialist. Never started, but he's always there.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. The chant for defense is going up on the near sideline. Back split in the backfield. This is Pettyjohn with the ball to about the 30-yard line. Gain of 4. Making the play is Bobby Swift, 2nd and 6.
Those defensive tackles for the Warriors, they're being down blocked and then they're being kicked out and trap blocked. They don't know where people are coming from. Rarely does anybody block them head on, one-on-one, nose up, nose up. It's usually down by the tackle or trapped by the guard. Their head swim. The linebackers must pick up the slack and fill when those blocking schemes develop.
6:05 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's 20-17 in favor of Shippensburg. This is Pettyjohn again. Pettyjohn gets to about the 33-yard line. Mark Scotty filled on cue from Quentin Curry.
And that's what Mark Scotty has to do. They must fill those holes and also keep those inside receivers and tight ends from running pass patterns behind them. And this is something that the game plan for Rocky Reese is right now. Keep the linebackers tight and throw the ball. Loosen them up, we'll run the trap on the counter.
3rd and 3 from the 33. But a big play for the Warrior defense right here. Everyone in tight. This is Horshaw with the ball, and he didn't make it. Maybe to the 33-yard line, but ESU with a big stop. Great defensive play, Des Hussey, number 33, and that's Sam Bonner, and it's 4th down.
We haven't seen Rick Harbaugh punt since early in the 1st half. He made a little cold over there. The junior from Southwestern High School in Hanover, he has to be able to put the ball well down that field with a cold foot.
And he's in right now. And Harbaugh, by the way, averages 37 yards per punt. Good snap. Blocked!
Matt Gioretta comes in from that left side, gets two hands on the football. The ball goes up in the air, gets over the line of scrimmage. Big turnaround for the Warriors. This is now their time to be opportunistic. They must get the ball and do what Shippensburg has done in their last 10 ball games. In other words, they give you an inch, you take that mile, and you get that score.
From the 42 or 43-yard line, first down. Try to make it through this ball game. Pro formation to the right. Comp. Pump fake. This is Sterner. First down to the Shippensburg 32. Shane Maines knocked him out of bounds.
Shane Maines is that linebacker responsible for the third receiver out on that side. That was what they call a quick right bootleg left. The right guard gets a good block, and here comes Sterner down as a first down for the Warriors. The ball here will be on the 32-yard line of the Red Raiders, and Brett Comp and company has the Warriors back on track.
And it's not out of the question to say that Brett Comp may hit 500 yards passing this afternoon. Here he goes again. He's rolling, and it's going to be sacked back at the 43 by number 44, Ken Pickett.
What the Warriors are doing, they're running an unbalanced line. They bring their tight end over, make him ineligible. Their key is, or their tendency is, to sprint to the right. All the Shippensburg defense is doing is coming and bringing linebackers. There's no receivers coming from the backside. That certainly makes the defense have some advantages if they know recognize the formation.
Oh, it's 2nd and 21 now. No blitz this time. This is Sterner with the football. Sterner to the 39-yard line. Mike Stofflet knocked him down. Still 3rd and long, 3rd down, and about 18 yards to go for a first down. A big defensive series for Shippensburg here as well.
Big play with his 3rd down and 17.
Shippensburg is showing blitz, 6 men on the line of scrimmage. Here they come, they'll screen it. This is Lake with some room to run. Ramon Lake will have a first down at the Shippensburg 17-yard line. And when you blitz, you're begging for the offensive team to screen you.
Twice in 2 series, the last 2 times the ESU has the ball, they beat the blitz with a screen or with a draw. Here it was Ramon Leake catching the ball right behind the block of Dave Hahn. Good job here by Myers and Hines downfield, and first down for the Warriors on the 17-yard line.
What a big conversion that was for ESU. No running backs in the backfield. Bozina and Leake are wing each way. Comp will throw it on first down. He throws for Leonzi, who caught it at about the 6-yard line, or maybe the 7, and that'll be close to a first down.
Brett Comp, he's throwing his little curl patterns a little bit too soft. The ball's tailing off, and Leonzi has to come back and not get the yardage he'd like to have. But it's a what? They'll probably take a measurement here. We'll see if we can judge this spot. We've been doing a decent job all year at this, Chris. It's second down. Yep. It is second down.
Less than a yard, probably close to a foot.
It looks like Brett Comp is coming in here, and he'll call a play off that left wrist series of plays. He carries that left wrist, and we'll see what the Warriors do here.
2:45 remain in the 3rd quarter. Bozina is the lone setback on 2nd and 1. Comp will throw it. Look to the end zone. It's caught. And it'll be a first down for Hlavic at the 1-yard line, but we may have interference against Shippensburg. I think that's what the call is going to be. It is going to go against the Red Raiders, and it's going to be holding in the defensive secondary.
Since it's
That's a 5-yard penalty and a first down, but I believe ESU will take it 1st and goal at the 1.
It depends on was the holding in the end zone, though.
That's true. Well, ESU, the ball, Quentin, is on the 1-yard line. So it's a first down either way. I believe they'll take it. The flag is laying on the 2.
But this drop back pass, we stay again. What Shippensburg does, they'll bring that blitz, and here was it Van Holst in the end zone being held. So a big break for the Warriors, and here Shippensburg finds out their big play blitz is now starting to kind of ebb the other direction in favor of the Warriors, because Brett Comp right now has a real good, you might say, he has a real good sight and a real good feeling of what defensively Shippensburg's trying to do.
Okay.
Great presence out there with the offense.
He sure has, and he's played real well this afternoon. The referee, who is Charles Bartlett, is explaining to ESU's John Morley what his options are. We have an injured Shippensburg player laying in the end zone. And it seems to me that it's going to be a hold. Well, it is a hold against Shippensburg. Declined. It's a first down and goal for ESU at the 1-yard line. And we have an injured Red Raider on the field. And I hope he just didn't collapse, Quentin, because I didn't see him laying there the whole time.
He wasn't lying there a minute ago, even after the referees were deciphering how the penalty would go. He just seemed to drop. Now, sometimes you get hit in the stomach, you have a delayed reaction, like the wind knocked out of you, and you can't talk, and down you go. Let's hope it's not something more serious than that. But you don't see that too often.
Well, we'll take a break. 2:35 remaining, third quarter, 20-10. Shippensburg back after this. Back at Eiler Martin Stadium, where Shane Maines seems to be okay. He left the field in his own power. Speaking of power, here's the power eye for the Warriors. Leak and Bozina eye in the backfield. Fumble, and Kopp had to get back on it. And he actually is no gain at the 1-yard line, second down and goal.
Comp just came out a little bit too early. I don't know whether he was trying to get the ball to Sterner off that left tackle, but he just seemed to come out and he went down and the ball hit the ground and he just jumped on it. So they lost actually almost a yard on that play.
Back to the 2-yard line. It's those little mistakes. Sterner in motion again. Comp to Leak, who dives, and I don't think he made it. He's inside the 1, though. Leak's at about the 1-foot line, if there is such a marker.
Got a third down play coming up right now, and you're down by 3. You want to come away with points, but I'm sure the Warriors want to get that go ahead for the first time today. I would expect them that come back with a similar type of play and then go for it on 4th down.
Well, you have two times to make a foot.
Yeah, but it's also the third quarter, so there's time to do a lot of things out here. I'm rushing things a little bit.
Sterner in motion again. Comp to Leak, didn't make it. And Ed Detweiler will come in to try to tie the game up. And that has been the Achilles heel of the Warriors all season.
Of course, when you're on the 1-yard line and don't get in and fumble the ball in the first down play, that's gonna take some of the wind out of your sails too.
Well, it's 4th down. Ed Detweiler, 18-yard field goal attempt to tie the game. And he's got it. 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's 20-20. 15 minutes and 35 seconds remaining to go on to round number 2. Back after this. Ed Detweiler, who just tied the game at 20, will kick it. Who kicks it to number 23, Sean Brown. And Brown to the outside and to the 26-yard line. Sean Brown, a nice return of about 17 yards. Roger Straub knocked him down, 1st and 10 for the Shippensburg Red Raiders. 30 seconds remain, third quarter.
67 for the Warriors. John Falcone, the outside linebacker, was also in that tackle. It looks like he took a shot there. He's trying to get himself oriented back into this ball game.
And the refereeing crew will wait until he clears the field, and he does. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Marcus Moffa in motion. Gilbert will roll to the motion. And look for Moffa. It's caught at the 30-yard line and driven out of bounds at about the 37-yard line, close to a first down. I believe it is a first down. Marcus Moffa really didn't bring any cover people with him, and he just caught the ball unattended.
Those three receiver patterns are truly stretching Coach Dow's linebacker force, because it means bringing inside linebacker out, and they don't want to leave that area because they've been seeing Pettyjohn come down the middle on the first down play so often this afternoon.
Manuga split to the wide side of the field. That's Horshaw in motion. This is a draw play to Marcus Moffa. Lots of running room. First down at the ESU 48. Did he drop the ball? No, they rule him down by contact.
Moffa was their #1 running back at times last year from the tailback position. Hasn't had a chance really to carry the ball. Here he runs that draw, a few down block step arounds by the guard, tackle down guard step around, and the center blocks backside. Here's some nice running room there.
First down for the Red Raiders. And I don't think the Red Raiders will run another play in the third quarter. The Red Raiders will just let the clock run down. Well, if it's scored by quarters, ESU has won the third quarter by a count of 13-7. Meaning this game, ladies and gentlemen, is even. 45 minutes of college football are in the books at Eiler Martin Stadium in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. It's East Stroudsburg 20, Shippensburg 20. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. Well, this is what it's all about. Chris Doty along with Quentin Curry.
Not Curly, don't call me Curly, Coach.
First down. This is Brown with the football. Tries to get the corner and does, and gets to the 44. Gain of about, let's see, call it 4 yards. Bobby Swift knocked him out of bounds. 2nd and 7.
You have the fullback, Pettyjohn, showing his ability to block here. He just gets outside, not much of a corner. He just takes the outside linebacker off his feet and gives it that little seam, and that's a 2nd down and 7 now for the Red Raiders.
Talked about the tale of two offenses. One moving it via the air, one via the ground. The team that moves it on the ground has the ball now. Pettyjohn, close to a first down at about the 38-yard line, maybe a little short.
There's that left guard trap play, open for Pettyjohn. That's been his play today. It's been his play all season. He seems to find that hole, and when you get 6, 7 yards on a play up the middle, you have to have some good blocking, but you also have to have that quickness too to get you there.
3rd and less than a yard, or we'll have a measurement. I believe we'll have a measurement. Brian Gilbert and the Shippensburg Red Raiders want to know exactly how far they have to go to make a first down.
It's hard to believe that Gilbert is only a sophomore. You're late into your 91 season. You heard his name so often, you think he's been around a while. But the Freehold Township, New Jersey sophomore, 6'2", 205, certainly has a lot of composure for somebody who's only been the quarterback 1 full season at Shippensburg.
Done a heck of a job this afternoon. 0 mistakes.
No turnovers yet.
For Shippensburg. ESU has 1 interception, and that's how Shippensburg got its first touchdown. 14-13 remaining in the ball game. 3rd down, less than a yard for the Red Raiders. 2 tight ends. And Gilbert will throw it for Moffa, incomplete. Boy, that's a gutsy call. It's also real dangerous when you have number 26, Derek DeBarro, lurking.
They may have been a man coverage by the Warriors, and maybe this is what Gilbert saw, that when it's tight yardage, they're playing man for man, yet they were, so it's 1-on-1, and if Moffa catches the football, he has some nice running room down this right sideline.
Oh, well, here we go. 4th and less than a yard. Pettyjohn didn't make it.
Pettyjohn had that belly play. The tackle's blocked down, the tight end blocked down. The guard tried to get outside, but But Price came through that gap between the guard and tackle, knocked everybody off, knocked the whole blocking scheme down. Warriors take over, and what a big opportunity now for the Warriors of Coach Denny Dowds.
First down.
First down here will be on the 39-yard line. The ball's in the middle of the field. There's no wind to speak of. The Warriors have their backs to the scoreboard, and the scoreboard will be a factor before this is over. But the Warriors right now have an opportunity to do something that they've done in the past, have big-time fourth quarters.
Exactly right. He lost a yard. He lost a yard.
Kevin Price and Bobby Swift certainly did a job there.
What a tough call. What a tough call. Too far for a field goal, too close to punt. And in a game of field position, ESU has won that battle. Sterner and Bozina in the backfield. This is Comp on a rollout. Throw it to the sideline. It's caught by Hlavic. First down at the Shippensburg 46.
You walk a tow rope, and this is what the receivers of ESU have done all afternoon to enhance that pass offense. Catch the ball, get out of bounds, stop the clock, give the chain a chance to get set, and run a no-huddle offense. And here goes Comp again on his 1st and 10 play on the 47-yard line of the Red Raiders.
What a time for a Bozina bust right here. What a time for him to carry the ball. Here come the Raiders on a blitz. Comp's got to get rid of it and can't. Boy, they brought 8 men that time, Quentin Curry, and down he went, and he lost big-time yardage back to the 43-yard line.
And that's nothing, no surprise. He knows the wide side of the field's over there. The strong safety, free safety, have been mixing it up. Here comes number 21. He's being blocked by 1. Here comes 42. Here comes Pickett, and no chance to get the ball off. And good coverage, of course.
That would have been a time for a draw play or screen pass. That's 2nd and 21 now. Comp will throw it again. And look, good time, good time. Throw deep over the middle for Sterner, intercepted. Intercepted by Eric Little, who gets to the 45-yard line. And Comp panicked that time, Quentin.
The only pressure Comp had on himself right there was the idea that he had to throw the football. Here he had a little pressure right away and just let the ball go off that back foot. There's a penalty on the field, and it looks like it's going to go blocking below the waist against Shippensburg, but still the Red Raiders will have the football. The defense is back on the field, and we're still in a battle.
That was Eric Little who intercepted that football. And before we get the Shippensburg series, let's go to Ellen Curry.
Thanks, Chris. I'm here with Pat Flaherty, a gentleman who was once part of this ESU football team as an offensive center and who is currently coaching at Rutgers University, New Jersey. Now, Pat, you never got into an NCAA playoff. You played 2 state football games when they played the state game, the West versus the East. How do you feel seeing this team doing this, playing on a national level here?
Well, it's very exciting, Ellen, and to see Coach Dowds and his staff and his football team play today. And we were unfortunate to get into a playoff situation, but I say that I had a lot of great years here at East Stroudsburg University, and we played in some state championship games. We're fortunate to win those games, and I'm excited about being here watching. It's the first time I've seen East Stroudsburg play since 1981, and it's kind of neat to see him out there and playing again. And I can't say enough about Denny Dowds as a football coach. I think he's just the greatest person and also one of the best football coaches there is in the game today.
Well, I bet this brings back a lot of great memories.
Yes, it does. It's fun to be back. I see, your dad who coached me in the offensive line, Ellen, and, I see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a long, long time. And, there's just a chill that brings you back when you step on the campus again, and it's very exciting. I'm just proud to be a part of East Stroudsburg.
I think I know how you feel. Well, thanks, Pat, and we'll get back to Chris and Quint up in the booth.
Thank you.
Well, it looked as if East Stroudsburg was going to hold there that time. It will have a 15-yard late hit penalty come against the Warriors. No, it's a face mask.
The face mask came in. It was only a 5-yard penalty, but it gives the Raiders an opportunity there for a first down. So Raiders are back on track with the football and decent field position here with 12:21 left.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 41-yard line. They're at their own 41-yard line. 12-16 remaining in the football game. 20-20. 20-20. In favor of nobody. This is Pettyjohn to the 46-yard line. Bill Pettyjohn, a 5-yard gain. Tackled by Sam Bonner. 2nd down and 5, closer, 2nd down and 4.
When you have defensive tackles making the play 5 yards downfield, that doesn't say much for how you're going one-on-one. But Bonner right now is hustling. He's working through the blocker's head, getting across the ball, and actually made a big-time tackle there. That could have been a 1st down.
2nd down and closer to 4, actually, at the 47. This is Pettyjohn again, who is stopped at the line of scrimmage. And really no gain that time. Good play by the interior of the line. Sam Bonner's in there, who's played very well this afternoon.
Sam Bonner's from Jim Thorpe, and he came to ESU. He played a couple defense positions. That's why he's wearing number 33 and playing tackle. He's had his number for the years he's been here, but this is the first time he's had a chance to show that 33 can play tackle. And he's a junior. He's 6'2", listed at 250.
3rd and 4. Keep your eye to the bottom of the screen and Tad Prabula, who has not caught the ball yet. Gilbert will roll and look for Prabula. Incomplete. Good defensive play by number 40, Mark Jackson, and number 44, Bobby Swift. It'll be punt formation time for the Red Raiders.
Prabula, one of the lead receivers, trying to run a curl pattern. Linebackers had great drops. Gilbert throws the ball down here, but boy, the ball goes right off his shoulder pads, and a 5th-year senior who lives in Shippensburg, whose father's the AD at Shippensburg, had no chance to catch that ball.
4th down and 4 on the 47-yard line. Punt formation, Rick Harbaugh, who's done well this afternoon. Good snap, good high spiral that Straub will take at his 13. Go to his left, give ground, and be tackled back at the 8-yard line.
That was a great kick. Here's the Shippensburg punter putting the ball, great height, great distance, and pinning the Warriors now inside the 10-yard line. You might not have a dilemma, but a real challenge now for Brett Comp and the offensive Warriors.
Roger Straub tried that earlier in the game, gave some ground, and ended up making yardage. But the past 2 times he's done that, he's ended up being tackled for a loss on a punt return. The ball's now at the 7-yard line, and you put the ball team in a hole. 1st down, ESU at its own 7. 10:28 remaining in the ball game. 3 running backs. Now it's shifted to a slot right. That's the wide side of the field. Leak is the tailback. Leak has the football on a draw, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. There's a flag on the play, making the defensive play Ken Pickett.
Might have been a holding penalty by the right guard or the center for the Warriors. And there was illegal motion. Somebody moved in the line. And there was some movement in there before the ball was snapped. I wasn't sure the official saw the movement or again saw the hold. Again, this is something where you can't make mistakes like that when your back's to the wall.
Well, it will go against the Warriors, and the Shippensburg defense will decline the penalty. 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors. Ball is now on about the 7-yard line. No gain in the last play. Comp on a blitz. This is Bozina with the ball to the 10-yard line. Once again, Ken Pickett on the tackle.
One of the few times Bozina has had the ball with Mazajowski, the middle nose guard there, working on Dave Hahn. It just seems that Bozina has not had the opportunity to run. That may have been the game plan going into this game.
Well, it certainly would behoove the Warriors to make a 1st down here and get yourselves out of a hole. Ball's on the 10-yard line. Comp will roll left and look and throw and have it almost intercepted by Mike Stofflet. Incomplete. He was looking, I believe this is Doug Leonzi on the near sideline, incomplete, 4th down.
Al Cormier got his hands up here. The defensive tackle works outside, works off Bozina, gets up, jumps up in the air. Oh no, it was the linebacker. It was the linebacker who he saw had a chance to catch the football, so it was just a tip ball by Stofflet.
Ed Detweiler into the ball game to kick it. Good high spiral from Detweiler. Warsaw will take it at the 45 and go down there. Good coverage. Randy Bove. So the punt goes from the 8 to the 45. That's a 47-yard punt at a big time.
And a no return, a lot of height in a punt. That's a big time punt.
First down for Shippensburg now at its own 45. We're starting to watch the clock now. 9:26 remaining in the ball game and a 20-20 score.
And overtime situation. There's no tie today.
Is it sudden death or we play an extra quarter?
Sudden death.
Sudden death, okay. Much like the NFL.
They have the rules to do it.
This is Pettyjohn with the football. Nowhere to go.
Pettyjohn, the ball carrier.
Good play by Bobby Swift.
Stopped by Jackson.
And Mark Jackson. Des Hussey also clogged that hole.
Loss of a yard on the play.
2nd and 10. No gain, really.
11 from the Red Raider. 45.
How you like to see the defensive line take over the football game.
Right now, Shippensburg has to get that ball across midfield. If not, the field position advantage will change. What they lost on the long punt.
Here goes Moffa in motion. Gilbert to pass. Look to the sideline. Caught by Moffa, who is drilled incomplete. What a great hit by Melvin Woodson, who let Moffa have it at midfield.
Melvin Woodson's a sophomore, 6'1", 185 from Irvington, New Jersey. People want to know who's to step in and take a place of a young man who graduated last year, who was all conference, where everybody said, Melvin who? Now Melvin Woodson is a big name on ESU campus, and he'll be here for a couple more years. And he also has the ability to run with a football if he ever gets his hands on it.
3rd and 10. Prabula will split wide left. He's to the top of your screen. Once again, watch him. He's the big play receiver. Pettyjohn and Horshaw in the backfield. This is Gilbert throwing complete. Horshaw first down at the ESU 41. First down, that's a gain of 13 yards. Let's go down to Ellen Curry. Ellen, be careful. This is the gentleman that signs our diplomas.
Thanks, Chris. I'm here with Dr. Larry Happy, who is the Dean of Graduate Studies here at East Stroudsburg University. And generally, when we're at a football game, we're thinking football. But we have to realize that there's more to just football, or more to ESU than just football. And I'm going to ask you, what is the academic community seeing here with this game?
Well, from my perspective, what I'd say, Ellen, is that, we strive for excellence in both the classroom and on the athletic field. And this has given our students, athletes, an opportunity to show their excellence and get some recognition for the job that they did during the academic year and during the football season. They've done an outstanding job for the whole season. And I think this is a way we can recognize them.
I'm going to ask you another question that's a little unrelated to that, but I know you were a football coach years back. Are there any days when you'd rather be doing that than doing your academic and administrative job here at the university?
Well, that was a long time ago, Ellen, that I was coaching, but I have to say that there are times I really miss not coaching. The biggest thing I miss is the association with the students. You miss that. You don't have those close relationships. But I have to say I do miss that quite frequently.
Yeah, and I think I understand that too. Well, thank you for your time, and we'll go back to Quentin Chris up in the live action booth.
I'm real happy you were nice to him. First down for the Shippensburg Red Raiders, with exactly 7:30 remaining in the football game. And Shippensburg 1st and 10 at the ESU 29.
Gilbert showing a lot of poise. He's coming. Gilbert is actually making up the poise that was lacking, let's say, late in the 3rd quarter. He's taken over. He's doing a real fine job, and right now he has control of his offense.
1st and 10 at the East Stroudsburg 29-yard line. It's a tight set once again. That was Tad Prabula 2 plays ago that caught that ball for 9 yards. Gilbert will throw it. Looking over the middle. Caught. First down at the ESU 18-yard line. Ed Minogue. First down at the ESU 17.
It's Prabula one time, Minogue another. Same type of pattern. Here comes Minogue across the middle of the field, right behind Swift. Swift's just one step a little bit from late getting there, and Minogue has a big first down reception for Coach Reese's Red Raiders.
Well, certainly now the Red Raiders are in field goal range. 6:50 remaining in the ball game. Slot left. Gilbert will roll toward the slot. And look, and fire. Caught. Ted Prabula at the 3-yard line. First and goal, Shippensburg.
Prabula comes alive, the 5th-year senior. 2 receptions on this drive to keeping things alive. But look at the poise and the stature that Gilbert has, staying in that pocket and throwing the ball right down the middle. That's a big time gamble to take, throwing the ball in the middle this late in the game, right smack in front of the goalpost.
The ball's at the 3-yard line, or actually the 4-yard line. Pettyjohn with a football to the 1-yard line.
Pettyjohn, the ball carrier, stopped by Swift.
That may have been a trap play. They may have just let Des Hussey run across the line of scrimmage and not block him, because Hussey was in the backfield so quick and Pettyjohn ran right past him. I don't even think that Hussey saw the play. It really wasn't a trap block. It was just Hussey taking himself out of the play with his hard charge coming across that line of scrimmage.
5:50 remain in the ball game. The score is tied at 20. The noise you hear is from the Shippensburg side of the field. Backs split in the backfield. Pettyjohn, he's in for the touchdown. That was really close to being the backfield in motion, Quentin, because if you see it again, watch.
There has to be 1 second before the ball snapped. It looked like Prabula went, Gilbert went on the first sound. It looked like the backs weren't set, but the official saw it, and the young fullback, who really isn't a fullback type, got that explosion from his legs, got the acceleration, just got the ball across the plane of the goal line.
And Shippensburg takes the lead, 26-20. Howie Guarini has point 27 on the board. 5:36 remaining in the football game. It's now Shippensburg 27, East Stroudsburg 20 for the championship. At 5:36, we're back in a minute. I think football coaches call it gut check time. 5:36 remaining in the football game. Shippensburg leads 27-20. I'm Chris Doty along with Quentin Curry. Jean Johannen will kick it. The left-footed soccer-style kicker squibs it. Sterner touches it. It's still on the ground. Leak has it at the 22. There goes Leak. He's got a hole. Ramon Leak to the Shippensburg 46.
Coach Terwilliger told me early in the week that Ramon Leak is back, and he had an idea what he saw on the practice field, because we're seeing it all here on the sideline at ESU today.
What great quickness from Ramon Leak. The sophomore from Sayreville, New Jersey.
34-yard kickoff return by that young sophomore tailback.
ESU is in business, 1st and 10. At the Shippensburg 45. The Raiders show blitz with the linebackers. Looks like Comp checks off. He's going to throw it. Here they come. Comp throws to the sideline. Leonzi incomplete, and Comp did well that time just to get rid of the ball and not take the sack.
When the Red Raiders bring 2 linebackers like that, they make 1-on-1 blocking by ESU's linemen. If there's a breakdown, Comp's in trouble. A couple of those linemen are having a tough time blocking 1-on-1, so Buzina can't help the lineman out, especially if a linebacker's coming.
Here's that double slot formation. On 2nd and 10, Comp to throw it again. Leonzi incomplete.
Brett Comp now short hopping that ball. We saw a little bit of that in the 3rd quarter. He must get that ball up into Leonzi, because Leonzi, once he catches the football, he can run. And he's not. Doug Leonzi catching the ball, falling down, takes away from his talents. If Comp gets that ball up a little bit more, you'll see some extra yardage after Leonzi catches it and runs with it.
5:17 remaining in the ball game. ESU with the ball, trailing by 7. 3rd and 10 at the 45-yard line of Shippensburg. High in the backfield, there's Leonzi to throw, screen pass, Sterner, who has it, 40, and it'll be about 2 yards short at the Shippensburg 37-yard line.
Sterner really didn't get a good chance to come down with the ball. His foot is a little bit soft. It looked like he caught a little shot on his leg, which means Leaks will come in for him. But Comp also took a shot. So that really wasn't a great opportunity for Stern to run with a screen when he didn't have momentum catching it from Comp.
ESU will go for it. And it looks like they're going to, well, they won't call timeout. Call the play at the line of scrimmage on 4th and 2. Lots of noise here at East Stroudsburg. The blitz is on. Comp is going to be not sacked. He throws it. It's caught. First down, Leonzi. To the Shippensburg 22.
Comp took a shot by Majewski again. Second time in a row that the fine nose tackle from the Red Raiders got to Comp, but Comp got the ball out. If it's Sunday football, he's in the grass. But here Comp just stays up. Well, maybe the whistle should have been blown, but the whistle wasn't blown. Leonzi comes back to the football and shows what Doug Leonzi can do when he has the ball. He's running with it.
4:15 remaining in the ball game. ESU first down at the Shippensburg 21. What a great play by Brett Comp. Calling the play at the line of scrimmage once again. This is leaked, but there's a flag on the play. Brett Comp is not mobile right now. It's going to be a legal procedure against the Warriors.
If Brett Comp cannot operate the offense with his full sprint and his mobility, and the blitzing linebackers and safes from Shippensburg will put an awful lot of pressure on the Warrior offense. Right now, Coach Dowds has to decide, do I take a semi-mobile Comp or do I go with my young freshman quarterback, Franklin? This is something that it's tough decision to make late in November when you've gone this far with that fine junior quarterback Comp who's from Newport, Pennsylvania.
3:55 remaining in the ball game. 27-20 Shippensburg. ESU first and 15 at the Shippensburg 27. Lots of noise now at Eiler Martin Stadium. Here come the linebackers again on a blitz. Comp will throw for the end zone. Leonzi's there. Touchdown!
Well, Brett Comp was in the Marine Corps and I wasn't. So you might say he pulled a script out of the John Wayne file. He hung in there, and off he went. 6 points to Leonzi.
What will ESU do? They have 3:35 remaining.
They're going to kick it. They're going to kick the extra point unless...
That's right, the overtime. Okay.
Overtime, or maybe you drop the ball in a loose 2-point play that can come off this. Right now, Detweiler has to put the ball up and make it.
Say, that was not an easy catch when you're by yourself in your own end zone. Ball is down, the kick is up, and Detweiler has it. 3:35 remaining in the football game. 27-27. Don't you dare go away. We're back after this. I don't think you can ask for too much more in a football game. Detweiler will kick it. Brown will catch it at his 10 and go down at the 12.
That's the kind of coverage you don't work on, but it happens. And what a frustrating point for Brown. Soft spot at far side of the field. A lot of grass, a lot of water from last night's rain. Brown's knee went down as soon as he caught it.
13-yard line, 1st and 10. Talking sudden death overtime if this game nobody scores. That's why ESU kicked the extra point. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Forshaw in motion. Marcus Moffa with the ball to the 15-yard line.
Moffa, the ball carrier, stopped by Scotty.
Mark Scotty made the tackle.
That's the draw play that Moffa ran so well before. Quarterbacks comes out like a play-action rollout, slips the ball to Moffa, and Moffa doesn't have a chance to get anywhere. Luckily, he made it 1 yard past the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 8. 3:05 remaining in the ball game. Pettyjohn with the football to about the 17-yard line. Maybe the 18. He'll bring up a 3rd and 6. Des Hussey, Mark Scotty, Mark Jackson on the tackle. Boy, and you're thinking, boy, now you've gone the whole game without a mistake. Don't make one now.
Horshaw's been kind of quiet here. Let's see what they're doing with Maffei and Pettyjohn, not using Horshaw in as a runner.
Beulah to the top of your screen. Manugi to the bottom of your screen. Gilbert will roll that way. And look, and go down. No, he threw it backwards. That's a lateral, and it's 4th down. What a dangerous play.
You start throwing the ball back to their team's goal line. I don't care who you're throwing to. That's a dangerous move. That's a fumble. That's not a forward pass.
Can you lateral it to a lineman? Behind the line of scrimmage. That's what happened.
Backward lateral.
It's 4th and 10. What a big stop for the Warriors there. 1:50 remaining in the ball game. Punt formation time. Harbaugh gets off, not a good kick, will hit at the 40 and go out of bounds at the Shippensburg 48-yard line with 1:42 remaining in the football game.
Good field position for the Warriors. This is where Comp wants to be. Right now, Comp is limping back on the field. Coach Dowd says, hey, you're my general. You get us through this campaign, so let's win this battle.
1:42 remaining in the ball game.
47-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line of Shippensburg. Talking about a game-winning field goal, you better get it to about the 25. Lone setback is Bozina. Comp on a straight drop back. Looking, throwing for Sterner. He's incomplete. Incomplete. Cut behind Michael Green at the 25. Incomplete.
Sterner had to come back over his left shoulder after actually looking for the ball over his right. That's a tough catch to make. If you make the catch, that's a big time. You win a prize and go to the head of the class. But Comp let that ball go as well as he could throw the ball. Sterner just got his feet caught up there on that wet turf. The ball went incomplete.
1:37 remaining. Do you bring the linebackers, Quentin? Now you're taking yourself out of the ball game if you no running backs. Comp changes the play and goes back to pass. Looking, throwing. Leonzi has it at the 38, close to a 1st down.
See, Brett Comp, when he has no backs in his offense, he knows that he's going to look a certain short receiver. If that linebacker comes right now, he goes right to that receiver. That time, the linebacker actually Maines is back in. He started and stopped. He knew there was a good chance to throw the ball inside that hook or curl on that right sideline, and that's where the ball went.
We'll have a measurement. The clock is stopped with 1:23 remaining in the ball game.
It's not the 1st down. It's a little bit short right now from where I'm standing.
No, you're right. About a foot to go. I think what maybe the coaches are saying, why did you wait so long and let the clock time run down to 1:23 before you decided to measure? But that's been the procedure all game, so you really cannot complain. And the referees wanted to make sure they spotted it exactly and bring the chains out.
There's been some slow whistles and some slow movements by the officials today, but they've done a good job down on the field.
I think they've done a very good job.
Tough game to officiate.
3rd and less than a 1. John Bozina is the lone setback. Slot right, Glavick left. Quick look, Leonzi incomplete, flag on the play. Now the question is, was somebody starting too soon or was the defense offsides?
Nobody moved. If it's against Shippensburg, it has to be in a neutral zone. But against the Warriors, which will probably be, that means that somebody moved before the ball was snapped.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion against the Warriors.
On 3rd and less than a yard, I just wonder where John Bozina has been all game.
It depends on who's blocking. Majewski and who's blocking those defensive tackles and how well they feel that they can match up. Robert Davis, 6'4", 270. A lot of people feel is a pro prospect. So you got to look at things a couple ways there, Chris, on what can you do to get the 1 yard. Your best players, your best plays.
Oh, without a doubt. And I guess the quarterback has to come up to the line and see that, is what you're saying. Okay. 3rd and 6. Actually, it's 5.5. Comp to throw it. Looking. Will throw incomplete to the sideline for Banholtz. His initial receiver, I believe, was John Bozino, who was covered very well out here, Quentin.
That was a good coverage. You know,
sure it was.
Fred Comp did not have an open receiver. It wasn't a real fancy coverage, but was well executed. The linebackers weren't blitzing. They made their pass drops. They got the hook curl area. One linebacker dropped the flat. So the only place that Comp could have gone was to that short sideline, which he has done all day. Away from the rotation, away from the strength of the defense.
They did the smart thing and didn't try to force it. Detweiler will kick it from the 43-yard line. And they're going to take the 5-yard penalty to give him better position, more time to work with. I should say not more time, but more yardage to work with. 5-yard penalty will go against the Warriors.
Yeah, they want that. They want
sure.
That's something that Detweiler wants. He wants the 5 yards back. He thinks he's a better chance of play with that corner coffin kick or the coffin corner kick than trying to hopefully pooch it down and let it bounce around on the 2 or 3.
4th and 10 now. Detweiler, good snap. Kicks a high rocket that Horshaw calls for a fair catch. And the ball will be downed at the 2-yard line.
That's the 5 yards that Detweiler wanted. He wanted 5 yards if he needed that to put the ball inside the 10. It sounds like you know what we're talking about. What execution by a junior kicker who knows what to do with a kick with that punt when it comes time to punt.
It's a big league kick.
He can't get much better than that, Coach. That's a great one.
From the 48 to the 2. 46-yard punt. That's how they draw it up on the board. 46
yards punt inside the 2-yard line. You don't see that in the vet, or you don't see that in Three Rivers or any place else in the NFL on a consistent basis.
Oh my goodness. 57 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pettyjohn with the football. He'll get out to about the 3. Hey, we have some tired football players out there now. ESU will call timeout.
With that ESU timeout, they may still have 2, because I don't remember. They have 2 timeouts left.
One more. I'm sorry. I was looking at the
one more timeout left, so it's going to be interesting to see how they can keep this 49 seconds from going into 0-0-0 and a overtime battle with Shippensburg. Which
do you keep your timeouts in the overtime, or does each team just get 2 more? I think each team just gets 2.
Not anticipating a overtime game today. I think I left that rule home somewhere. I didn't bring that with me.
I know in basketball, each team just gets 2 timeouts, but this is obviously not basketball. That would be my guess.
In 1976, in the state game between East Stroudsburg and Shippensburg, down at Shippensburg, it went to a tie. They wanted to go overtime. There was no Pennsylvania Conference rules for overtime. 15 years later, the 2 schools may have that option, that opportunity to see who's the best one in an overtime game.
And what this is the chance to go to Indiana next week, because Indiana ahead today, and I think it's safe to say we'll win the ball game 56-7. 49 seconds here remaining. We're tied at 27. Pettyjohn with the ball again. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. ESU will call timeout again with 41 seconds remaining.
Timeout called by the Warriors.
We'll call timeout 27-27. We'll be back right after this. 3rd down and 9 from the 3-yard line. Shippensburg. Gilbert to Pettyjohn to the 5-yard line. I'll tell you what, I thought I almost saw that ball squirt out of there. And Shippensburg will have to do something here. No, it won't. No, it won't. They held the whistle. and Shippensburg will have to do nothing. And we are going overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Overtime at Eiler Martin Stadium, and what a setting. The two teams, the second ranked team in the Western Division behind IUP, and the #1 ESU Warriors of the Eastern Conference, the PSAC, going into overtime to see who goes on to IUP next Saturday. What team stays on campus, has turkey dinner at the cafeteria, and moves on to the quarterfinals of the NCAA.
60 minutes of college football have been played at Eiler Martin Stadium in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Denny Dowds, Warriors 27. Hockey Reese, Invaders 27. Back after this for the overtime. Coin toss time for overtime. Let's go down there.
Start the ball game. I'm going to tell you what you've got now. You're going to have the opportunity to take the goal, defense, or offense. There's no deferment in this one, okay? Goal, offense, and defense, all right? Ball will go to the 25-yard line. That's where we're going to start playing. Got a coin, same old coin. I'm going to flip it again. Called in the air, please. Heads. Heads, he called. It's a tail. You win it. Yeah. You want defense.
We want to play it that in the field.
Okay, he wants defense. You want it.
That's our choice.
You want the offense and play that into the field.
That's right. He got
okay.
offense.
Okay. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. Let's see.
Turn this for you.
Turn this way. Turn this way. Turn this way. My man over here. Yeah. He's going to go defense over here. We're going to have a first down this way. So first down this way to 25 yards.
Go on defense.
Going on defense.
Well, I guess each team gets a possession. Shippensburg will start. First and 10 at its 25-yard line. And ESU elected to go on defense first. An interesting call.
These rules have changed over the years, and I just never anticipated we'd be here to talk about an overtime game. When of course, when you have a game like was done in Shippensburg 2 weeks ago, and knowing how these teams can score points and never give up, that's probably one of the first we should look at is all the peculiar rules. And there's a book the NCAA hands out for this. It goes to each school. It looks like an unabridged dictionary. It has every rule imaginable, except we didn't get to that chapter, Chris.
We didn't even get to the preface. Shippensburg, first and 10 at the ESU 25-yard line. This is not like the PIAA where you have 4 downs to make it. You can make first downs. You also can kick field goals. This is Pettyjohn with a nice hole as he gets to the 20-yard line, maybe to the 19.
This is where Shippensburg's been so effective inside the 20-yard line. They feel that they have a chance. They can score from this red zone once you get inside the 20. So this might be something that is familiar turf to them. And they probably felt getting the ball was a great advantage for them to have a chance to move it and do something.
Sam Bonner made that tackle, 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. No use looking at the clock now. There's no time on the clock. This is overtime. Gilbert to throw. Looking over the middle. It is incomplete. Incomplete. It was intended for Paul Dormer. Good coverage by Mark Scotty.
Dormer tried to catch the ball with his body instead of his hands. He came across the middle. He was wide open. He tried to trap it and hold it in. Late in a game like this, on a kind of a cold, damp day, he had no real control over it. You see the ball hitting his shoulder pads and bouncing up. His hands were too close to his body. He didn't bring it into it to himself once he touched it with his fingers.
Our first big play of the overtime has arrived. 3rd and 5. Gilbert to throw it. Looking. First down at the 8-yard line.
Curl pattern.
Winston Horshaw caught it. 1st and goal.
Hershock, who's been quite quiet, you might say, in the second half, Chris. Didn't have the running statistics that he had in the first half, but I'll tell you one thing, he can catch the football, and he's a receiver, and he concentrated, cut the ball with his hands, and now the ball's on the 7-yard line, and the Red Raiders are first and
goal from the 8. Right where you want to be. Pettyjohn to the 4-yard line, and that offensive line is getting a surge now. Sam Bonner, Mark Jackson on the tackle. Second and goal from the 4.
The wing T offense is made for a short field attack, and with the ball starting where it did there, was it the 30 or the 25? The 30. 35. This is where they like to operate and control the ball, control the field, and run that belly in that trap, and here's what they're doing.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Gilbert, this is Horshaw with a football, not going to make it in. About the 2-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal. Now here's an interesting case. You kick a field goal, go for it.
You go for the points. One of the reasons what Coach Dowd's decision made was let them do what they have to do, then we'll either match it or beat them. If they go for the field goal, we know we have to score a touchdown. If they go for 7 points and get it, then we also have to score 7 points. So you make them show their hand when they have the offense first. And of course ESU will come back and also have the attempt on the offense.
3rd and goal from the 2. Pabula top of the screen. One-on-one coverage with Melvin Woodson. Gilbert to throw it. Incomplete. Flag in the end zone. Interference against ESU.
Either a penalty with Curtis Bunch or Bobby Swift. Looked like Swift may have jammed the linebacker when the ball was in the air, and the young man from Elizabethtown down there just seemed to hold on to that jersey, and the flag was thrown. But it wasn't either against Bunch or Swift. Right there, looks like Bunch came in. Swift really didn't have a chance to get him, so Curtis Bunch is called for the infraction.
That's 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Oh my goodness. Actually, the line of scrimmage is the 2-yard line. Everyone in tight now. 3 running backs. Pettyjohn with the football, didn't get in. We're about the 1-yard line.
You talk about turnovers. This is the time that Shippensburg has that one turnover of the day. This is something that with 1 yard out, you never know. But the Warriors are really playing an aggressive defense. They're trying to get that surge of those red shirts going upfield. And you might, if Des Hussey breaks through that gap and gets his hands on that football before it's handed off to Pettyjohn, it could happen.
No, another question.
But that's wishful thinking for Coach Dowds and his staff.
And can you return interception for a touchdown?
Yes, you can.
Balls are still on the 1 yard line. Pettyjohn didn't make it. I think he may have lost yardage back to the 2 yard line. Good surge. Johnny Lee Davis and Sam Bonner again. Sam Bonner's played very well this afternoon.
Johnny Lee Davis doesn't seem to be getting up real quick here, but the play was a T formation. First time we've seen the Red Raiders in a T formation all day. They seem a little bit confused, and Pettyjohn lost a half a yard. Johnny Lee Davis comes out. Of course, he's replaced there by the young man who's played so well at times, and that's John Catalano, and John's played well all through the year, so it's really not a really step down for the Warrior defense. But you know, that's where the Red Raiders will attack. They've been known to do that. You come out, somebody goes in for you, we're coming at that new person and see how good you are.
Shippensburg has called a timeout. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 3rd and goal from the 2 yard line. Shippensburg at the ESU 2. Straight formation in the backfield. This is a touchdown. Winston Horshaw. Right to the new side.
Johnny Lee Davis came out. They ran that sweep, except Johnny Lee Davis came in. Somebody blocked out on Johnny Lee. Somebody took him to the inside. The linebacker was caught on the outside. It was a seam for a score.
So it's now 33-27 in favor of Shippensburg. The extra point, Howie Guarini. will try it. Good snap, good set. Good kick. 34-27 favor of Shippensburg. We're going to keep it right here. ESU now will get the ball. 1st and 10 at the Shippensburg 25-yard line. So into the overtime we go. And now the ESU offense must come through with 7 points.
Four plays for 7 points, going 25 yards.
And remember, you can make first downs. You can make first downs, so we'll see what the Warriors have in mind. Sterner is wing right. Leonzi and Hlavic split each way. Comp will throw it. He'll roll right. Look, throw for Leonzi. He's got it at the 12-yard line. First down, ESU at the Shippensburg 12. Doug Leonzi with great footwork, Quentin.
He certainly controls that sideline. Looks like a tightrope walker down there. Here comes Comp outside. Comp sees the safety coming toward him, drops the ball, and poor number 26, he just stands there and says, I can't stop that. That's Michael Green, who's played so well today for Ship.
1st and 10 at the Shippensburg 12. That's Banholtz, who will just switch sides. Comp will roll right again. And look, and throw, touchdown!
Big touchdown right there, Leonzi in the end zone. He drove down 3 yards to the end zone. He came back. Comp put the ball right in the money. The feet got inside that little post down there, the old flag, and Leonzi has another touchdown.
And he'll go for 1 point. 2 plays, 25 yards. Doug Leonzi from Brett Comp on both plays. Ed Detweiler now will try to put point 34 on the board for ESU. It's blocked. And Shippensburg wins.
A blocked extra point. Opportunistic is what they say at Shippensburg, and Coach Rocky Reese has said that all year. And boy, did they take advantage of the Warrior crowd here of about 3,000 just stands there with mouths open, hands in pockets, watching in bewilderment as this all takes place.
The final score from Eiler Martin Stadium, Shippensburg 34 and East Stroudsburg 33. I guess the cliche is somebody had to lose it.
And it's never over till it's over, and 6 points isn't always 6 points. Somebody came up the middle, and the linebackers came as hard as they could, and there was a seam in there somewhere between the center guard or guard tackle, because I know it was up the middle.
Well, it was certainly one of those great ball games. Maybe one of the greatest football games that we've seen. Certainly the greatest football game I think we've seen here at ESU in the past couple seasons. What? I think she summed it up real well, Quentin.
Emotion.
Special teams, emotion, and it's just one of those great football games that I think certainly it's safe to say may vault both of these programs onto the next level.
Yes, and special teams can't be exaggerated or overemphasized. It's so important. We talked about it, missing the 2 field goals in the first quarter. We talked about the penalty on the punt. We talked about the return or not the return, and finally gets down to some guy gets through, blocks the extra point, and the Raiders find themselves going on to IUP next Saturday.